confidence, a lot of aggression.
Around the corner and bam! 2 massive kills for Lucio. Nasty ace.
NRG, the guys have Ethan. He's the GOAT.
Big matter on the defuse now. Can you stop this guy? Please stop it. You can! Ethan's able to find 4.
We are a good team, and we have to prove that. I want to win. So bad.
The rest of his teammates already long and white in the beard, and there's no chance for a defuse. This is too slow.
It just doesn't even matter. TKZ just needs to hide.
Loud. They're looking fresh. They're looking fly. They're looking here to dazzle us in our playoffs.
Watching NRG, yeah, we'll raid one for the second game.
Riot Games Arena, it's time! Chegou a hora de conhecer o primeiro time classificado para São Paulo e eles estão loucos para jogar na frente da torcida. Make some noise! Faz o L para Loud!
This Loud
Discord
team
after? Yeah,
has
sounds
been
good.
bringing surprises match after match, but now this is the match that matters the most to them. The qualification for Sao Paulo, getting the chance
Okay,
for
what are we
some of their
thinking for
players
this?
to play in front
Because
of
I do
their
think the
home
Loud's
crowd,
got a map
to
in them.
stand a
It
chance
feels like
to
a
make it to
2-1.
the first ever international as well towards the end of the year, make it to champs for the first time, and they have everything that it takes. They have the time to prepare. They're
That's
bringing
coming
new
with a
competitions.
3-1.
They have
Not sure that one's
insane
possible.
fighters that everybody has been praising. It feels like a complete team that can surprise anybody. But the question is, can they also surprise our last year champs in NRG? It is not going to be
Marsky with the prime.
but
Thank
something
you for
that
the
the
7
Loud
months,
players
man.
have
Thank you
talked
so
about
much.
is the confidence that they have. They know that the experience, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Loud, when they won Masters recently, they proved it, and now for Loud is their turn to do the same thing.
And now, let's bring out their opponents.
Did you see Luxo's tweet about beating teams? Nah, what's
Make some noise for NRG!
What's the recap? Whoever got this game, I would say NRG 2-1.
Our 2025 champions and NRG. Not only that, going to the stage number 2 where they have to redefine a little bit their play style and trying to figure out how to match up against some of the top teams that they have within their group of Alpha, and they play that to perfection. They're currently 5-0, but the most important thing is that they've been pretty much in a 100% win rate in all of their maps outside of Sunset. So when it comes down to that, you have to have a deep map pool and understanding of how NRG plays, while NRG, they still have 2 maps that they haven't shown. That gives them a chance now to come out with aces under their sleeve. We're talking about potentially bringing out some Ascent, re-showing their Split, for example, or maybe even trying out their Abyss, where Brock mentioned that it was one of their best maps in last year, and they're able to bring it back this year once again. It's a tough team and a tough series that Loud has to face up against.
I think if we're looking at the maps here in general, they have similar map pools and tendency.
Yes.
Split and Sunset are out, so the permabans from both of these teams getting out of the way. Now we do get to see Ascent, a map that we haven't seen either of these 2 teams play for a very long time.
This is a fun one for both of these teams
because
because
NRG,
as much as I
not
talk
good
about
at
the map
Ascent.
pool for NRG, it was the exact same going out for Loud. They got rid of Split and Ascent going to the stage, and now they want to test it out when they have a chance to make it to Sao Paulo. So this is a big test for Loud.
Is this game going to deliver?
NRG, I feel that it's
I don't know,
different
man.
here, Dan,
Anytime I get hyped up for an America's game, it's just
This is a great
what you expect it to happen, and it's
both of the teams, but especially
not even
on the side of
close.
Loud, when you know that the other side, they haven't gotten the chance to see you on Ascent. They haven't
Don't wanna
gotten
get
the
too
chance to
hyped
see you
up
on
yet.
Abyss. These are the things that the more experienced players like Ethan could be studying, could be trying to understand, could be trying to read those
NRG
patterns. But
Harbor
when that's not
on
a
Abyss?
that is
Yeah,
not a
I
possibility,
think so.
then you're relying more on what is happening in that moment. That's why this matchup between the 2 IGLs is going to be so important. Who is able to control that pace? We talked about NRG, some of the things that they can do, especially on this map of Ascent where KO is still a possibility. And what we talked about on the other side too, for Loud, they likes to keep it running. They like to run it down. They like to play it fast. Both of them very unique, but also very dependent on momentum, on the ultimates, on the early things that are going to become available for them to take these rounds. Because, you know, for Loud, that win condition, I think I see it more them closing
Loud
it out
2-0,
on 2.
dude. There's a lot of
Once
Loud
it goes to
believers
three,
here.
Once it goes to Lotus, I think it can be a bit
This Saints
scary.
doing?
Yeah.
We do have a slight delay on stage, and while that is being resolved, I do want to talk a little bit about the emotional side of things here, because obviously, you know, for the champions, NRG, this is just
Yeah, I
another
can
day
vote
in
in
the
a
office,
test,
but
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
for a lot of individuals individuals on the Loud side, like
The thing is as well, the vote, it's just to like,
this is about
it's just to see the offer as well, so there's no harm in it.
In front of their crowd, of their people, and I think that does add a lot of extra emotions.
Kiss with the Prime, thank you so much to A-Mums.
Yeah,
thank you, thank you.
First time ever as well. We think about Loud, we think about
Appreciate the Prime usage.
maybe lock-in, maybe those internationals
Shout
that
out
they
to
made
Twitch
back
Prime,
then, those
yeah.
rivalries,
Not
but
wrong.
none of these guys were in those squads
What's
back
this delay?
then. This is a new roster.
What's this delay going on?
This is a new team with new names trying to prove themselves, and Luke Shaw is just one of the most standout
Was the EMEA
ones
stage
recently.
full?
His stats,
Ooh, not
the
at
way
all.
that he's been playing on the chamber,
I would
and even the things that
say
he was doing last year when the team was finding no
20% full.
success towards the end of the year is something that nobody
Might
else can
be
compare.
overshooting
we
it
started
with
at the top of
20%.
day talking about 4 teams that have found a lot of
should be able to gauge
consistency
how it is
going to
tomorrow,
the
though.
playoffs. And Loud has been a little bit of a late bloomer going into the
It's a
consistency
Friday.
or the promise that this roster could bring. I think ever since Davi joined the roster and also that they had Darker and then switching those roles. So you put Luke Shaw into the chamber role, but then you also kind of switched out with the responsibility of Erde as the IGL and more into the controller role and testing out Darker on a Phoenix, for example, on a Haven. It's been working out for them to have such a strong, fast-paced, aggressive style versus Furia that they could also bring on a
Big
set for
arena
the
though.
first map.
Yeah, they were pretty loud. I will say the mic was very good.
Defining who was going to be playing that secondary duelist.
The crowd mic was very
The coach
good.
from Manili was talking about it. Of yes, we had already playing the Phoenix in the past,
Mate.
but we're trying to figure out what is the most comfortable
who
for
is this?
IGL.
My guy.
Is it going to be the Phoenix that he played towards the end of the group stage, or is it going
He
to
said
be
the tier 1.
him on the Omen? And the Omen yesterday for
I don't
Erde
even know
was
what that is, bro, and I
insane.
don't wanna
He's able
Google
to
it.
play just as aggressive, if not more aggressive, with some of the TPs that he had, but while also not being part of that chaotic fight that happens for Darker.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how he was playing already when he first started on the stage, being picked up here to join this team for Loud in the stage 2. So he was already playing the controller role in the first place, and then now as you're switching things back and forth and testing things out.
Still on
Like
Twitch
I said,
probation
that's
for like a
probably
couple
the
more
reason why
days.
Loud has been a little bit
Don't
of a
know if I
late
can say that
bloomer
word.
going into this matchup here. But after seeing the results and how they played against Fury yesterday, where Fury had such a hard time figuring out how to play on their map pickup Haven, it does show to me that maybe there's potential of upsets, as you mentioned here.
I don't really know.
Allowed to play against NRG,
They're
but
gonna
it's
play
still
Harbor. They're
such
not
a
just
very
gonna play
tough
Mada
matchup for
Harbor.
them against who's across the stage.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for them for sure. Loud is not going to be
Depends
considered
if they
the
want to
favorite,
go
even
Yor.
though they
We're
performed
missing
so
a whole
well
player.
yesterday against an arguably weaker opponent, of course. But then I think the point you just made, bringing up what Ramanili said yesterday in the interview with you, like the fact that the team doesn't just handle everything top down, the fact that these very young and less experienced players have the agency to defer to their comfort, and that the organization as a whole is willing to make those changes, that just bodes really well for this team.
Part of it also comes from the psychologists,
Americas?
the
Nah,
performance coach
mate.
that they have. They
The
have
problem is
him
there's just too many games
constantly
on.
because of everything that he's able to bring and support the team with, and that is
There's no
something
point
that
messing
for a
up
team
the
full of
sleeping
rookies, you
schedule. We'll just
absolutely
raid
need.
someone.
For a team
You
that
guys
is
can
under
tell me about
pressure,
how good
for a
the
team that
1100
is
Thieves game
never
was.
going to be favored, even if they keep winning
Next week
here,
is
even
fine.
if they win
Next
against
week,
NRG,
no
people are
EMEA,
still
but
going to expect Loud to be
the Bonkar's
dropping
way
to
too
lower.
happy, man. They
They're
won
never
already.
going to be expected to be making it all
There
the
are
way
films.
till the
Appreciate
end.
the
That is
Prime.
something
Thank
that
you
they
for the 4
have to prove
months.
themselves, and the confidence that they have is something that I haven't heard from teams in such a long time. Honestly, last time that I heard this kind
Why
of
did
confidence
Liquid
was
give
when Lev
Kiko
was
away?
winning and going on that
NRG
run
play
in
like 4 times the salaries, man.
It's a young player, man.
Good luck trying to keep.
Us unks cannot relate
Good luck
to
trying to
that.
keep
That's
him.
why, and that's why I think it's NRG that's going to move forward, right? Just because I'm an unk, duh. But also for Loud, or the community thinking from the outside in that is not ingrained to have followed Loud as super fans actually since partnership. You would think here that if Loud cannot move here to the top 4 in Sao Paulo, they could at least make it with the lower bracket run, because let's face it here, the lower brackets has a little bit weaker opponents on that side in terms of
Yeah, he said
them
that he
going
wanted
up
to go
and down in the
Americas as
results,
well,
trying to
so
find
I
their
feel like it
identity
was
here. So
perfect
there
for him.
is still a chance that Loud will make it no matter what here to Sao Paulo as the top 4 in the
Okay.
Americas.
We're
But to
missing
face
one
against
player
Energy
from Loud
today,
now, but
again, a tough
Ethan's
one. I'm going
back.
to keep repeating myself until I'm proven wrong after this first map.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll, man. That's how we roll. Now, as we're still resolving the little delay on stage, let's hear what Davi and Mada have to say.
It's tech pauses, man. It's the day of tech pauses.
Acho que a melhor versão da Loud, vocês podem ver, é uma Loud muito energizada, porque quando nós estamos com uma energia muito alta, até nos treinos, nós conseguimos fazer um bom trabalho. Então acredito que uma Loud muito energizada no stage, com o TKzinho gritando, comigo também, mas tipo, sentado, porque eu não levanto. Mas uma Loud muito energizada, tendo boas reações, rápidas reações no mapa e entrosada.
Davi is just one of the guys that we're looking at that we were also trying to guess
That's
for the
translate,
drive. That
mate.
was actually but this
literally
guy,
caption
I
at
don't
the
think
bottom.
anybody was thinking about him on who Loud was going to pick up last minute, who was going to be that upgrade from maybe those more experienced players that were not finding success. One of our only imports that we have in Americas alongside Kiko, funny enough, and he quietly started performing, started matching with the team, and yesterday I think was the first time.
Chat, what are the current leaks at the moment? Who's joining who? Who's trialing who? You guys know this stuff.
So fast. They're running it down, and Seal,
I heard about the
to set up his team for
what was it?
success,
Kaplan Fnatic. What else you got for me?
Openings and key pieces for the team to continue getting that momentum going. This is the way that they started that Haven that felt like it was unstoppable.
Yeah, and just to look back, as we had shots from Luke Show as well, to think about it, if people weren't thinking about Luke Show in the past, you haven't been following Challengers and Ascension when he was playing with Galoris, with Sato trying to qualify on top, and him as a Cypher was fragging all out. But now, again, bringing Davi into the roster for me kind of shows in terms of like the utility and what he brings to Loud, kind of like a blows for Leviathan. So it is probably a missing piece that was there. I think filling the big shoes of Kawadzine, who's been a world champion in the past, was kind of big shoes to fill in such a prominent organization as Loud. But Davi so far in his last matchup here is starting to prove that.
That's 3 imports, isn't it?
Best match in America thus far, and also for him to be able to stand
Stu
out
has a residency
alongside the teammates who've all just been standout players. Like, I think it's hard to actually make some noise when you're just surrounded by greatness like that.
Yeah, they all got their moments for sure when it comes down to the roster from top to bottom across the board for this team. But I think also at the same time, when you're looking at the other side of the stage when it comes down to energy, from top to bottom, every single one of those players could also frag. I think the biggest question, yes, it will come down to how will you approach here this map of Ascent with Ethan. I think that was probably the biggest piece right now in terms of
racism,
energy and trying to criticize a little bit in terms of how they've been evolving throughout the stage, is trying to find at least a comfort role for the IGL of Ethan. So yes, it was a little bit hard when he was trying out some Neon during the offseason. He was trying to play a little bit of Phoenixes here and there, but then it seems as though the KO works quite well. So again, preparation, map pool, where a lot of these maps could still be KO viable like Ascent. I think it could still work out here for a player like Ethan.
Yeah, and you definitely need the consistency in order to make it to the top. Mada definitely been a player that has been showing that consistency with another great year, and he's looking to bring energy back to that global stage with a performance like that.
He is a player that is able to do it when it comes to getting an ace, getting an insane amount of first kills, running it down in the Neon, getting some crazy kills and crazy assists on the Harbor. It doesn't matter what he's playing. This is a player that you can rely on no matter what. Whether, again, it comes to what he's playing, how he's playing it, or outside of the server. I think something that NRG talked about towards the beginning of the year.
Are you watching Game Changers? Nah, I'll watch Champ for Game Changers though.
They were struggling with energy. They were struggling with a player that was able
October,
to
right?
stand
I think
up, to make sure that every game was winnable, to switch it up when it came down to the vibes, and Mata has proven to be that. And
do you expect a big shake-up in EMEA rosters?
Has been a little bit infected.
90.
Yeah. I also think, to agree with you here, Dan.
Maybe in EMEA, every single roster gets reshuffled.
Energy, it also seems like the roles were really quite set in stone for Energy. But when they picked up Kiko, they mentioned it from the offseason going into this year.
Maybe BBL's the only one, but again, they didn't have a great ending.
And it's nice to see as well from Energy's side that Bonkar and Mitch does give a little bit of that freedom, that looseness for the players to pick the
continues to play, yeah.
So now that you have the opportunity to see a little bit of
out
of Mata
Americas
on a
or
map
China.
like Breeze, and he's looking quite awesome at that one too. He's playing that in the Cove, kind of like Som used to as well. And this could be an awesome agent that they could potentially utilize for the second map here of Abyss and put Kiko on that duelist.
Absolutely. Now we talked about Mada and Scuba as well, of course. They together an unstoppable duo on the server. But what happens when you cut their comms? Let's check this out.
That's what you think in interviews. Get you on the ground.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm NRG Scuba, and this is NRG Mada, and today we're playing Muted Comms. Who is your IGL?
Who is my
IGL? In-game leader. In-game leader.
In-game leader. My IGL, Ethan.
Where do you wear swimwear?
Where
do you?
Where were you?
Do you wear?
Wait,
where
the
do
tech
you
buzz?
wear?
Yeah. I actually have no idea.
Where
do
you
I
wear?
Where
Swimwear. Swim.
Shorts.
Swim.
Swimwear.
Swimwear.
At the beach.
There we go.
Boom.
Okay, no, I can't use my hands.
You can't do it? You're not allowed?
Max HD is building FlyQuest. That's a good idea from them.
Up.
Had the FlyQuest get franchising or not? Are they in league?
I can't use my hands.
They are, right?
Who do I look up?
Look up.
Up to? Bro, this guy's emoting constantly. Who do I look up to?
Yeah.
Ethan.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Okay, I'm gonna give my hands like this. Name.
Can?
Name.
Bambi?
No. Bro.
He's trying so hard to emote.
Name.
Yell it.
Am I yelling?
Yell it, I'll hear it.
Name.
Bro, you gotta keep going.
Name.
Name
your.
Oh my. Say the whole question.
I keep pointing.
Say the whole question.
Name your favorite duelist agent. I gotta use my hands here. Name
Who
two.
do you think wins champs?
Name two.
Don't
Duelist
know, man.
agents.
It's NRG.
Name two. Duelist.
Nongshim or Lev for me at the moment.
Waylay. Jet. Neon.
Jet.
Name two duelist.
Name two
agents.
Agents. Name two
duelist agents.
Name two duelist agents. Jet, Waylay.
There we go.
Boom. That was muted comms. It's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. See you guys next time.
Nah. G2? Nah. D1? Nah.
Those
I don't think so. I would give them like really small
honestly,
percentages.
That shows the synergy that they have, because yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. Of course, we're not going to cut
Unless we see something crazy, like during groups, man. It does kind of feel like it's 3 teams only, and obviously you're gonna have to include PaperX, but their map will. The more I watch PaperX, man, tell you, the more I'll get worried.
Maybe in different roles though, because you see that
Abyss today worried me so much.
opening things up as well. But when it comes down to
Even
something
thanks
you need
so
as
much,
a
man.
closer,
Even
Scuba's
1, 2,
been
3
doing
with
an
the tier 1.
excellent job
Appreciate
at
that
as well. But this is finally, I'm seeing some agents.
Slug always have a
here
jersey
some
on,
screens,
at least for
we
Liquid
might be
games.
going back into a matchup quite soon here.
Yeah, let's talk again about this map of Ascent. Loud picked it again. We did not see this map from either of those teams. I think the last time Energy
stage
played
2.
it
Do you
was
have them
in
going back to back?
Stage 1
I think I have them going back to back anyway, but I kind of need to lock into this game to see if I'm confident. This is a great test because Loud are actually good.
Thank you so much.
Like a really good test to see where
I'm
they're
not
at.
surprised at all to see this. This is what has been working out for them.
I think NRG losing Breeze is a little rough.
That we got the chance to see yesterday, but on the
They do
other
like
side,
Abyss.
interesting things are happening. Double duelists that they decide
If
to
I see a
go
good
with for
Abyss
this
from
map, starting on
NRG, then I
defense
can get on
too,
board.
And Nada is going to be on the Phoenix. Kiko on Jet has been incredible. Has always been incredible since we saw him last year playing for EMEA.
What do PaperX need to do at champs for them to not make a big roster move next year?
for me is rolling
Probably
back
top
the years
4.
playing a Phoenix on
The
this
problem with
map,
the
I
PaperX
have
stuff
to
at the
remember
moment is I think all their contracts
days,
end.
but now trying to bring that
And
focus that they still want to have the double duelist
it's
for
gonna
Energy.
be like those players are getting off
It is
this, man.
another one of those comfort roles, and that Ethan has to be the Swiss Army knife. Omen a little bit easier to play in my eyes, especially on this map as well when it comes down to Ascent. So it really comes down to how much Mata and Kiko can now bring to the table against Loud, who seem to have had the same identity going through with this Chamber of Phoenix.
That is exactly what they need for a matchup like this one. For both of the teams, this is a qualification for Sao Paulo. This is a chance for two over Loud players to play it in front of their home crowd. But for
Streaming
Energy,
is a less
not only that,
stressful
but making
life
it to champs
opposed to
again. And
coaching.
I love that they're switching it up just a little bit, bringing that X
close,
factor
man.
and seeing if that can be just that one condition to make it there.
Yeah, for them, when you're looking at it for Energy, they don't have that pressure, right? We talked about it. They have so many points under the belt right now.
Which has put
and
so
make
much
it to
time
Sao
in, man.
Paulo,
That's why
either
it's
be
cool
from
to
upper bracket
watch
or
Sage
lower
today in
bracket is
K-Corp,
fine for
man.
them, as long as they
I know
make
that
it,
guy's been
because their main
grinding for
focus
3
is
years
going to be
solid.
anything past Sao Paulo.
That must
But
have
for
felt
Loud, this
incredible
means
today.
everything.
I know it's like
Playing on a
just
home
making
crowd
champs,
could
but
probably
it's
be
still
that
like a
buff that
big
allows
deal
for you to
for where he
roll all the
was.
way across in the top 4 into the top 2 to make it to Shanghai. So yes, I think it is going to be an important matchup here for both Luke Show and also for Tikazine. But I'm also afraid as well. We just talked about it earlier on here, guys, where it was actually close, but we'll see how it goes.
He just went through such a journey, bro.
The top 4 is on the line. Let's get this upper bracket matchup started.
His fans underestimate the efforts. Yeah, man.
And Wyatt.
Coaches work so hard, bro.
NRG spent stage 2 building
Players do
an
too as well,
aura
but
of
I would say it's
inevitability.
like the right
5
players.
opponents, 5 wins, including against the Masters London champions, leaving no reason to doubt them. Loud spent yesterday proving this hungry new generation thrives under playoff pressure. So today, one team defends perfection, the other fights to turn belief into something undeniable.
This Loud team are clearly beyond the one of the past. All ties severed from this new generation to the one of old. Their predecessors, they struggled when they went to Sao Paulo. They couldn't lift that trophy,
their coaches are great, that's fine.
This new group, the next generation of Brazil, of South America, can do what they
if they ask me, I'd help them.
And lift that trophy.
They also don't. I don't know. They do run good. They run good comps for set strengths.
Let's play some Valorant.
I do think they need that stuff a little bit. Okay, NRG on defense, Loud on attack.
Luxo with a fast first engagement. You talk about the new generation. He is leading the way for Loud. Oh my
What
God.
is that, bro? Prius has missed everything, and it looks insane.
That's ridiculous.
Is it 3 bullets, 3 kills?
He's already off to the races. An insane little brace
Demon Slayer with the Prime. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for using your Prime on me. Oh my God. Okay, we're starting off hot. Chat, this is going to be sick. It's already living up to it. We're on round 1 and I'm already impressed.
How many times have we seen a ridiculous Brock?
I'm moving the mono closer.
Round, but this would be beyond ridiculous if he can claw it back. There's just no way.
But for our reigning world champions, all things have to feel possible. Brock, though,
Dude, what a round.
stumbles at the second hurdle. Man, Luxo cracked this round wide open, and he is already emoting across the stage. He wants NRG to know he has no respect.
And if you consider this the first chapter
Oh
of the new Loud team.
God.
Now Luxo is...
You would imagine he got the 4th somehow.
He is the protagonist for Loud. In the past, we've seen him pull off plays like that, but the team around him, the whole unit,
Holy bro, he's looking up to see their reactions. He's scouting around to see everyone's reactions.
Beat the 5-0 NRG, the reigning world champions that they've
Oh mate, let him loose.
And he gets his easy Marshall pick off. Erde knows he's about to get some argy-bargy, but Tigazine's able to pick up the opposite angle. Scuba Ramada runs straight into the line, and Tigazine, of course, will slide on in.
Who the hell is NRG Skirmisher?
I'm genuinely at this point, Luxo is making a case for being the best player of Stage 2. Obviously, there are some fantastic names in the running. Sato, Neon, Asuna on a career-high run. But Luxo was right up there
what
with
have I
them.
just seen?
Depending on how this playoff run
I guess
goes
now we know why there is a big delay.
See him walking away as the Stage 2 MVP.
Sometimes you come into a game with storylines you could want to talk about, right, if the time seems right. When it came to Luxo, we used all of them early on because he was beautiful in that series against Furia. Absolutely channeling those protagonist vibes.
Do you reckon
he tops the scoreboard here at 4-1 and maintains the Marshall for
Oh,
this
fast forward
bonus,
after
which
this.
Brock has rapidly availed himself of an Odin.
Jackson, the Prime, appreciate the 6 months, man. Thanks for the half a year, Pro. Appreciate that.
Apparently he had to change his password from 1, 2,
Behind the times? No, it's in like, I'm behind on the broadcast.
It happens.
I think I can catch up a bit.
Not a rebrand, folks.
Bruce is out of the pool, but we're still going to get some Kiko Jet.
Hey, NRG Skirmish is kind of sick.
It's pretty straightforward stuff. The tailwind across mid gets him a free pick off, and now Loud have to reconsider.
Wow, loses that out to Erde, who's back hitting that Stage 1 form.
Not the kind of encounters that are going to get your duelist confidence up early in the game, that's for
Ethan
sure.
actually has to kill too.
Loud on this attack side.
Nah,
now in
just
position to win out the bonus, and
okay,
that's a good start. Luxo found Kiko. Brock has to pretty much work this solo for the time being, and Scuba is a long way away. Oda's able to TP away after being pinged out. Brock cannot finish the job. In fact,
dude, you just go
can't get
safe.
any damage on him.
Darker popping ult as well.
Darker. He's going to try and challenge his presence up on Heaven, but there's a
man,
bunch of smokes in the way, including that vision, and he'll be knocked back to square one.
Spray from Brock, not enough. Would have had to capitalize off the run it back, just sending Darker to that spawn point. Davi on the crosshair. This one is done. Loud have converted the bonus. Hit the ground running. NRG haven't had a moment to catch their breath.
Yeah, far behind me.
I
I knew we were behind. Could feel it. See where this behind. There's so much going on. We're a minute behind.
Phoenix was a difference maker on Haven. Loud have mostly leaned away.
The map's already finished.
Parallel to NRG. But on Haven, where it's a necessity, they brought the Phoenix back yesterday. Dominate Furia with it. And the Phoenix has proved to be excellent on Ascent as well. And if Darker is going to maintain that level, will be such an important piece.
What is this tap for the crouch for the corners? Is that new tech?
Oh, Mata just swung into that after the flash. Curveball now coming out for the loud side. Off we go. Fast lane set up. Scuba wants to try and intervene, but takes a lot of damage early from the molly. Still gets a dink on the second player.
Oh, it's good damage. It's good damage.
Down and dirty
oh, it's insane damage. Dude, just get some bandits out.
That finally gets NRG on the board.
They've Odin 4 bandits.
In that Champs 2025 MVP form. He has
been 4th round again, yeah.
Statistically even.
So it's the 4th round.
Standout for NRG in this second stage. He's hitting his peak right now. And there's no other map where you would rather have the Brock Odin perhaps in a sense. Haven's not bad, Corrode's not bad, but Ascent, that's just so the classic.
So we're hitting that B side into Brock with an Odin. That's a dangerous proposition.
EG from mid.
Quick play up mid here.
Oh, wait.
Kiko his nose up
TP's
against the barrier
in the same place. TP's in the same place. He's dead.
Smoky's looking for Luke Show. Found him. Caught him by surprise. In fact, fast lane mid though. Let's Tickers in. Get some action
now
over
in the
by
open, bro. You could just spam him.
But Kiko's still a problem in mid. Marta's now able to chime in now, and all of a sudden this has collapsed for Loud. They've got to just rush over into this A site, and Scuba is waiting in the wings.
Oh my god, both teams are just relentless. Marta is now on the cross-air. They're weak alone. When that door gets broken, he's going to get flash rushed down.
This is pod racing, man. This is pod racing.
We got
NRG now taking the temperature from Loud and are ready and willing
we got,
to play at that same
Phoenix
pace.
But neither team is showing an ounce of respect to the other. Loud don't care that NRG are 5-0. And NRG don't care that Loud are coming in with an extreme level of momentum. They are happy to just shut them down straight away. And this NRG team, they are no stranger to stopping teams with serious momentum.
Oh, consider that.
They beat Leviathan
what
in
about
that
it?
5-0
Combine next.
Lev that had
maybe
an
like the call.
unstoppable aura. And NRG were able to put an end to them. With double duelists of all things, NRG in an uncomfortable meta are still able to have a flawless stage.
Oh my god, they could have been good.
Marta misses his opportunity.
Surprised he doesn't go for a molly deep there. But
safe behind cover despite being pinged out there.
Feels like the 20 seconds of peace between these teams will be short-lived.
Oh, Brock's going to play off this trip.
Hey, Odin on shot. You know I'm happy with this.
And Ethan has to duck back to the high ground. Erde's low, and here comes Brock.
Busted.
Not content to sit in the corner.
Absolutely busted.
Once again, an active participant in the round, and Darker is in trouble! Riddled with bullets. Brock's happy to pay the piper and accept the flames at his feet. This leaves the Portuguese Davi in the 1v4.
The NRG willingness to just fight Loud at these choke points, swarm them, has gotten them back into this half. That lack of respect to Loud. Not letting them get into the site, not letting them get those full executes off. NRG know how strong they are in those situations. That's what just dismantled Furia yesterday when they were playing defense. They could not stop Loud's big set executes.
Call me Chu with the prime. Thanks so much for the 9 months.
Like the ultimate
so
measuring stick for a team like
giving
Loud,
a little
bowled over.
the scene head after the dash
Everyone
forward.
was stood in their way after this retool. They've come with momentum. NRG though have brought such a polished game. They've brought perfection. It is giving unstoppable force and a movable object today.
Halfway through this
Lev 100 Thieves. It is tempting, man, but there's just too many games.
A question mark to, I think, in everyone's minds, a serious contender at this point. Those roster moves that they made heading into the second stage, completely changed everything.
Somewhere around this 13-1 against G2 on Lotus was where I became a believer. And they've not skipped a beat since then. That deconstruction of Furia was diabolical yesterday.
And when you're talking about that G2
I'm
win,
gifted to watch 100 Thieves. Nah, I don't want to ruin my sleep, man.
The last 2 times that
I'm in a great spot right now.
But they switched Tikazine to Neon in that game and win 13-1. He was previously playing Raze. And that has been one of the most important
It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those games that we all hype it up and Lev just win.
That this new roster, that the new talent is actually at the level to make a stage final, at the level to make it to Sao Paulo, at the level to maybe even make it to Champions. Because they brought in a guy like Tikazine who is just hitting the ground running, playing this Neon, straight from the Crew Academy to topping most of the stats of Neon players in those first 5 weeks of Stage 2. Like, he was leading in average damage per round. This is his first stage, man.
Why don't you stay up for it, mate? It's 4 hours sleep into a 16 to 18 hour day, and then a repeat the day after.
From tiles. Obscuring these two players close up towards tree, and now the accelerator's about to be hit. Tiggerzin's trying to get up there in heaven, just going to overwhelm Kiko. He's got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Meanwhile, Ethan brought down by Darby, so your stall utility.
I mean, this is just the left strat, right?
Compromised. Brook gets his back. It's darker to fall. Slowly, NRG have to encircle.
I like that with the neon all over towards heaven, they take the space with the Phoenix, though. It's good. The same thing that you can do on the Phoenix or on short as well.
Both players,
like the whole neon Phoenix is just so strong.
Mata walks into the crosshair, and that will seal the round. NRG on the save. Got a ton of cash to
Give
play
in to
with,
the
though.
peer pressure, yeah.
Oh! Brook does get spotted out there. He fires back. And Tiggerzin is fast
What's your
enough to
height?
catch him by
If I
the
stand
heel.
up 6 foot, probably. But I'm a sloucher, bro. Years of gaming has shrunk me. Got the rounded shoulders, man. The back's arching. It's taken height off of me. Honestly, without gaming, maybe I'm 6'3".
More so than doing any economic damage to NRG. Loud would just love to pick up the op there. They wouldn't have been able to afford it otherwise. So
he's 5'3" now, yeah. Years and years of gaming, man. Came at a price.
Mixing in a different variation of a set A execute. Romanilli out of the timeout draws up the plan, and they execute it to perfection.
It is so fast. So fast that Brook has
Mini, yeah, that's the thing. Mini was just gaming since he was 6.
Loud are one of the teams that are
That's why I wrecked him.
More interesting.
He was meant to be 6 foot as well.
The fast lane compared to others, they're getting a lot of value out of it.
You should see his parents. His parents are
The
giants.
leg shot on Ethan, hitting A.
Alguém vai passar aí, 1, 2.
Vai chamar,
Céu e porta. Tá short.
Porta, tô vendo ele.
Menos 80 no salva. É, Odin na porta.
Tô de vida, velho. Tá, vou plantar.
Eu vou fazer um pixel, louco. Tá. Céu pegando. 2 pegando céu. 3 céu, 4 céu. 120 do homem, galera. Zero bang no flash do Phoenix. E pode ter costas.
Mate, someone go break this door.
Tinha 4 céu. Sai frio, homem. Eu vou ficar só no timing. 120 homem, tira essa porra.
Go.
3 céu. Bota céu. 120 homem.
Continua varanda.
Vou nada. Vou dronar agora. Dá smoke 120. Matou 120. Depois em 2.
It's not many bullets. 4. 5 as a backup.
Valeu.
It's a nice it's a nice wall from Mada there to try block him as well. That's pretty good from him.
Mada up there in his run it back. He's able to find 2 kills before they go for that retake.
Mata Phoenix is looking good right now. It's something that NRG have been toying with. They tried the Mata Phoenix in EWC, for instance. They were trying Ethan on Neon then. They've been trying Kiko on duels, just swapping things around, trying to figure out what
Oreo, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate it, 17 mums.
A problem that they have so many options. They're constantly making little adjustments, and
you keep buying, keep getting away with the light armor at the moment, so they are managing to squeeze out a fair amount of buys, even though they should be getting wrecked.
Tournament where NRG come in second, he was putting up crazy numbers playing it.
Full flash there in mid, but it's a trade from Scuba and Market. They release some of the pressure, but Tiggerzin, the second goal is still in position now, trying to hit that side.
The lovely stun.
Some early damage here.
How is
NRG
Skirmisher alive? It's crazy.
He will be brought down by the shock and the shots from the Phoenix.
Loud just always ready to mix in a new fast exec, but they're shut down in the midst of the split, and they have to rely on Luke Show to be able to pick up a player on the cross, find a good moment for the backstab. Erde with a teleport setting him up.
That's pretty good. Brook has to pick this line up, but Luke Show isn't quite ready to punish him for that.
It would have had to have been that moment. Now, how do Loud find inroads? Exactly. Luke Show spotted out. With Erde already having used that teleport.
It's a pretty important neural theft. Brook is inching his way over towards this B side now. Knows he can try and get in, but there's been no plant attempt. Scuba doesn't have much help on that site though. Gets pinged out and has to retreat to Boathouses. Gives up the strong position. But Brook peers in with the Odin and finds one. Here's that Hunter's Fury coming through.
Oh.
Darby's able to find a kill.
Made the molly over the top.
Reception for
nice.
Loud. And they never get a chance to plant.
Like, good sovers on this map is
in that whole situation.
so nice to
Loud
watch.
are just hoping that they could try to tease some player out of position to bring that into a 3-on-3. It's not able to work, right? And then, like you see, Modest point of view, he's going towards market, Brock is holding spawn. They all get in position to be able to fight each other, yet no one oversteps and makes themselves vulnerable. So the second that Loud are forced to get into the site, they are ready to assist Scuba there. They've closed enough distance, but not too much where their lives would have been at risk. This pace from Loud is just blistering. They are not easing up at all.
3 here though. 3 here and Omen will rotate. 4 here.
NRG players on this
such an over-rotate from NRG. They definitely recognize the strat, right? Dude, a cancel here would go crazy.
Tigazine also doubles back. Loud trying to drive a wedge up the middle of the map, and Ethan could be here to unravel this.
NRG know they've created some serious gaps in the map there. There's a lot of reliance on Scuba to just hold down that A site on his own. He is committed to the dice position right now.
Read Twitch chat only, mate. I read all the chats.
Knows this is
Everyone's
so
equal
possible,
here.
but Tigazine wins that critical duel. And now Loud want to activate this execute.
Wait a moment. How much time can Scuba buy here on the A site for NRG? He wants to try and get ahead of this Cyber Cage and finds Darker through it. Knows the paranoia is coming, so he tucks his way in towards Heaven. Here come reinforcements.
That position in Hell is going to give the team time to get there, but he is exposed. He swings out. He's caught by Airday. Look at Tigazine. He is on this late flank. Could get a free kill onto Brock. It's not going to be ready. Yeah, NRG's numbers, they are dwindling regardless.
Might or at least able to finally win out a duel here, get some success in the round, but now in a 1v3.
Hey, if he had a wall, I think he wins this.
Money's fine for
man.
NRG, so you may as well jump on in.
No flash to get out of the smoke. He just has to wait and pray that some of this
YouTube's
spray
still
will
talking about
connect.
fruit. A little less today.
And he's out of there, folks.
A little less today. Dude, I've accidentally trained my bunny.
To do a little damage. Look at the econ for Loud. It's
Every time my bunny goes over here, she'll like tap
matters.
me on the leg. And then normally I go give her hey.
He's actually got time. He's just got time. Erday's going to challenge this out, and he
Nice.
knows it.
Dude, when I'm
Nada
streaming,
trying to get
just
as
there,
much
just tapping,
value as he can out of
just
what was
tapping my
probably
leg.
already a lost round, and Erday's forced to drop the gun.
He extracts a lot. 2 players down, is able to get 2 orbs out of it. Keeps the Loud economy in an awkward spot. That was
Hey.
making the most of a situation.
Show
where
us, they
the
don't like
clutch
getting picked
was
up, man.
Virtually impossible, but
I don't want to pick him up.
essentially gets the next best.
Nice finish to the round, but for Loud, a number of those key duels being
I wonder if I
won.
can set up
Erde
something
and
in the
Tigazine
back here where they can
winning
chill.
Crucial 1v1s to get their team going.
Look at the state of the econ for both teams. This round absolutely can be worth 2.
Scuba banking on the judge to back Ethan up here on this corner. Sees
Oh
Darker
my
coming,
God.
but the ping timing wasn't quite where he needed it to be. Now off the
Double,
trap wire,
that's
though,
a
he
double
comes
for sure,
Scuba.
right?
He's ahead of the flash, and he's able to just finish off Darker. He's hit very hard as a result, but this is stalwart defending from NRG. Allowed to run into a brick wall.
Honestly, 5 isn't that bad. 5 is doable.
Lucho just needs to hold on to the only goal at this point.
There's so much time left in the round, Wyatt.
Teleport's ready.
But
And
NRG
after-
themselves, they're in a shaky spot. Do they risk going for this?
After those first 3 rounds, Loud winning the pistol, they win that bonus. NRG really have had their number at stopping them on these executes before they're getting into the site. They're fighting them at the chokes. Scuba is stuffing them before they can get into tree. Mod is ready to fight them as they're getting right out of A. They've already got Kiko rotating towards A Heaven. He's there to fight. Like, they're just so quick to meet them while simultaneously not being committed insight to get bogged down by any of the util.
5 is
like
too
we
much?
saw Furious
Nah, I
suffering
don't
from
think
all
5
of
is too
yesterday.
much.
Like being present but non-committal.
Not like you've lost the half if you
Fall off the
give him
side
5.
after trying to get a kill. I think that's why the op is going to be so instrumental.
Got a
for
Phoenix
NRG.
up for the next round.
And Kiko's
Nice.
positioning. Brock as well doesn't have to swing in face to get value or damage with the Odin. Just play off his info. And there you have it, folks. Quiet end of the round here as Luxo will be allowed to maintain the op. But NRG keep 4 guns and keep the coffers full.
Started so well, but Scuba, with the judge, changes the tides.
Yeah, I literally know what they're doing every round. I just, it's like fucking,
Oh, okay, well. Then you should win this round, right?
It's the increased oxygen flow to his brain. Because his nostrils are, wider than the Suez. W breathing, bro.
W breathing.
Dude, they're up in the pace here. Modern with the run back straight out of B main.
Quarter's not a trademark field, but he's getting some backup here from Chico.
Did the reload last spam actually got him.
The man who held the op.
To finish the half, Ethan just calls a complete shift of the pace, going for that aggro, run it back out of B, pinch down mid.
The tiles crunch has been pretty big.
And it should
You might
be
actually
wraps
know.
on the
I mean,
half.
yeah, this
Now,
was pretty good.
All things
I mean, they just wanted to
considered,
do a plan with
like,
the Phoenix, so yeah.
Watching the game, feeling the flow of it, NRG pretty dominant. But Loud, ultimately, if they just end
He
with 5 on
is
attack,
a
that's
little
pretty
weak.
good. Like that is not
They
bad.
are
They
hitting the
still
right
won
side.
the pistol, won the bonus, get 2 more gun rounds. That is not bad at all.
A hush. Does NRG simply wait? They know they need to convert this player advantage, and this gets a bit dicey now. Tigazine Mosmart over on Speedway. And Kiko has to think twice about how he gets involved here. Inside the smoke as he's blinded up, but now the reinforcements are on the way. For now, though, it's just Kiko versus 3. He might just take this fight.
Lane. Oh, wow, Air Day ducks around
good damage, though.
He could have just died to that straight up.
Connects, but not the kill. All of NRG ready to pounce on this retake. Everyone from Loud stuck in the site. There shouldn't be any way that they can win this.
Smoke over towards that boathouse. Erde eventually gets caught out just from the spray through the masonry.
Oh, I don't think
Only one side of boathouse is
the
open.
wall was the
Tigazine
one.
trying to make use of it now. Steps into the flame for a time. It's Darker getting his pound of flesh, but now
And
1v3.
off, and then they blocked his
Revealed
last
by
bit of
Neural
vision.
Theft to end the half. Has to go down swinging. Ethan gives him a quick exit.
It's a
And
good
NRG
recovery, man.
We'll move
Great
to
recovery,
7
to be honest.
rounds after a lively first half on a set.
Despite that 0-3 start, NRG really did have an understanding as to how to shut down this Loud attack. But
Why did it say NRG skirmisher? 'Cause he obviously had an issue with his account, so they used the skirmish
gave
account.
Loud the ability to put 5 on the board for Ascent attack, switch to defense. If Loud win the pistol 7-7, we're basically in the lead, right?
We absolutely have a game, and I've watched Loud over the last, few
The
weeks.
Prime ads, we can
targeting
do a
star
Prime
players
ad.
and bring them down, but with NRG, a new one
Who
always
should we
tends
actually
to
give up
appear
Prime
when
to?
one
That's the
falls.
real question.
We're gonna head to a break here. 2 rounds separate these 2 squads fighting.
Let me mute this.
The mid teams already get punished.
Be Shire? What is this? October. It's not even September yet, is it? Chat, if you're on YouTube, maybe you want to make your way over towards Twitch. Who knows? You can go out of full screen, click down towards here. You can scroll towards the bottom. You can see if you have a free Prime sub. It's not going to cost you anything. You click it, you click subscribe with Prime, and then you're subscribed. No ads. For playoffs, play-ins. Support the streamer. All of that cool stuff. Get it free with Amazon Prime. Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, you might have forgotten about it. That's okay. Leave Frog, thank you for the Prime as well. Amy as well, thank you with the Prime. Appreciate the 17 months. Thank you for checking, you too. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
No, not to be honest. Like the only difference is like the level of the team. Like for example, they can be like champions of everything, but if they playing like really bad right now, it doesn't matter. And it's the same thing. Like you have to play your game, and they're playing on a good level now. So I think we're gonna win. But yeah, they being champions doesn't change anything to be honest.
Good luck.
Bro, what is this music they're playing over the top, man? I know they're coming from my YouTube channel. Amped, thank you so much, Amped. Good to see you, bro. Thank you so much for the gifted. We got Frick Udi with the Prime. And Chemist 945. Thank you with the Prime as well. Appreciate you guys.
Ethan trying to call their teams
Thank you
into
for checking,
a
guys. Thank you so much.
experience. The stakes are high.
Ethan saying at the end of that half that he had the read. He knows exactly what Loud are doing.
Frick
now that
you,
NRG
Eddie.
are on the attack side, though.
Frick
the more
you, Eddie.
difficult
Yeah, you're right.
side of Ascent.
I must wait a moment.
Can he continue to call them to the victory and take away?
I bet you 100
Loud's
gifted. You
map
won't read
pick?
this in less than 2 minutes, mate. Come on now.
With Abyss,
They thought I wasn't reading kick chat.
Series could go anywhere.
Come on now.
We mentioned the pistol for Loud, important.
Sometimes you got to
Gets
keep an eye on it.
Virtually back to parity. Marta's probing and he knows the trademark needs to be cleared. This
4
is alarm
sheriffs.
bells ringing for Loud, but not enough to draw players.
4 is quite a lot, man. We got it on the smoker as well, so we got less smokes into the round.
Darker just ready to molly off of any kind of contact.
NRG very tentative in this round, but they're slowly starting to work that A main as well.
Guile with the prime as well. Appreciate the 4 mums. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that as well. Thank you, thank you.
40 seconds seems to be the timer though, and NRG getting active now. Darker doesn't have a chance to molly them. He can't slow them down. A is about to suffer under a deluge of white and orange, and here
2
come
between
NRG.
you.
Down onto the side, Tigazine trying to fight
2 between them and a little bit of damage. Makes it doable.
Trades are good, but
See you, hello, mate. Appreciate the prime, man. Thank you as well, see you. Appreciate the prime.
Ethan's run is such low HP.
That was not less than 2 minutes. Wait, actually?
Taking contact for the team. And Davi shot down through the wall. Luke Show
with the headhunter again.
He got 3 on the
Puri
first
Janish,
pistol.
thanks so much for the prime as well. Appreciate that.
This one seems a little bit stickier. This time it's Ethan that takes the honors with 3
Well,
in the pistol.
They run away with it.
NRG up by 3 rounds.
Just brutal that Darker gets caught by the 2 sheriff body shots straight away.
You have genuine viewers over here. You got to read us, mate. I'm reading you guys non-stop. I'm telling you.
Jiggling back around the corner.
I just pick and choose what I read or read out loud.
Awkward, and he doesn't have the time to react.
Felt like a lot hinged on him being able to slow down NRG.
Absolutely.
That one's going to hurt the confidence a bit. Marta still with a sheriff to hand. Play off that one way. Luxia trying to get aggressive, but the flash is thrown to account for this.
Ooh.
Into the smoke we go,
Unlucky.
and out we head with our rendezvous.
That is stone cold confidence to play that situation that way. That's crazy.
Kiko's got nowhere to go. This is ugly stuff. Tigazin's able to run him down, and this severely limits the options for NRG. They might just call a bum rush onto A here. Yes, Paranoia comes in. Luxio avoids it and gets a kill to punish.
Tigazine already here towards doors, being shot in their face.
It is
the 2 players on the team rotating towards
doable.
4-on-3,
Done,
but
will
they've
recon
not been able
flash.
to recover anything. So NRG still in such an advantageous position. 2 rifles to work.
What are they going to do? Wait for the smoke?
Just come back up now
Smoke
for
goes
Ethan,
up.
So some of this arresting util is still
Or
active.
do you flash in the smoke?
He's about to get some action. Doesn't hold him on a praise. Just steps out. Now charges in. Some spray finds him one, and Ethan's going to assist from Jen. It's all coming down to Tigazine and Davi now. The latter who's picked up a Phantom, but he's low.
It's unlucky,
Barely
man.
clinging to life and swings into Scuba's purview.
It's close.
It's Tigazine run down.
They made this doable. They
NRG
did
finding timies everywhere.
the right damage.
They're confronting one of the dangers of playing against Loud right now, though. We have seen after that couple weeks off break that they took just in the lab with Romanilli. On the 2nd round ecos after they've lost the pistol, same case against Furia, they always have a little strat. Against Furia, there were always random, like,
Pettis is with the prime as well. Thanks so much for the 25 months.
Pistols staring at them. They
Thank you for
always
using your
have an
prime on me as
idea
well,
of
man.
how to
Appreciate you
try
checking.
to maximize every round
Insta
right
get
now.
the Odin out.
Just one of the other reasons that they've become a serious contender. Making the most of any opportunity they're granted. Luke Show is always going to be fighting through those choke points. And looks like
my
this
God,
is
old
just
school
going to
X-Hack.
encourage Energy to try to pick up the pace, but they're stalled out by the Molly. A, not even an option right now.
In much the same vein as things went wrong for NRG at B and they just called an A hit. They attempt that this round, but the arresting util is present. And NRG are denied.
The Scream X-Hack, it actually is.
And it looks like B's back on the menu. But there's a bunch of angles that have to be cleared on their way. This takes time.
Any comments on Brock's melee? Mate, I haven't even looked at it.
Some
I'm looking at the minimap too much.
indication that mid presence could be coming. They're forced to flash these close angles, though, because of Luke Show. So less utility for the actual exec. That's a disgusting off
he's
angle.
so good.
He knows he's sat where he can't be spotted out by the recon, so he just plants his feet and gets 2 kills. Single-handedly shutting NRG down this round. How are you going to get out of this one? Davi waiting for his chance to spring forth. Marta fighting for his life out here in the open, but it was a foregone conclusion after Luke Show.
Or surviving as well, money gets good. Doable. Win this one, it gets really close.
It was a sick opener, and NRG, you could see, they just wanted to respond and go A, but the molly keeps them back. They can't get an actual nice window to get into that
God,
site.
second here is insane.
And by the time they go back to B, that's just a ridiculous off angle. That should be a one and done. We have already seen it 2 rounds. Luke Show is playing these chamber scenarios, even though we've been seeing chamber forever, and you basically expect the same thing to happen every time. Somehow, Luke Show is doing things differently. Like the way he was working around that smoke in A main when Mata flashed him. 99% of chambers wouldn't have played it like that. And what he's able to do in that round is just 1 of 1.
Imagine what he could do with the duelist.
3, yeah.
DP away here for Luke Show. Mata making his way over towards this B site.
Oh, someone's got to shoot that recon, man. Someone's got to shoot that recon.
Davi will be waiting. And he gets to confirm. Kiko
like the molly idea, close.
Quietly clears out the Sova.
Mata is on point right now. Just casually up to the 17 kills.
Have you seen the GTA thing? Nah, I haven't watched
really
it.
Starting to find
Are people happy or
resurgence
not happy? What's the vibe
year.
at the moment?
There was a point where it really felt like he was kind of losing himself as a player, didn't know what direction to go in. I'm thinking
Very
really
happy.
like post-Santiago when NRG were trying to force that
People are never happy, but it looks good.
Neon
Okay.
style, and it just
What's the deal?
was
Someone said
not
PlayStation
him.
first and
That's just
PC.
not how
Is that
he
true?
plays the duelist. And then it seemed like there was even maybe like a recovery period after that, trying to get back into his form. But in this second stage, it felt like he's there. Like
18 months
his Neon
later.
Pre that little weird era where he was trying to play like Dambi was excellent. And I'm thinking like the game, for instance, where they beat Lev.
Nick,
his
thank you
Neon
so much.
there was fantastic.
Appreciate
I think that was his best match of the stage.
Thank you for the 33 months.
And he might be able
Appreciate
to
the tier 1.
eclipse that
Phoenix
right
Fisher
now.
as well. Tier 1 also, mate.
double
41
entry
months.
with
Thank you so
back.
much, you guys. Go for a long time.
Recon that
It's
sets
a
it up.
free round. Yep, that is a free round. But it does feel like NRG, man. Kind of across the board.
Yeah, that's a long time to wait.
A little feeling of these guys getting into that championship form again with it right
What region
around
do you
the
like
corner.
watching most?
Brock
I would
is
say it
getting his
changes.
stride in stage 2.
I would say
Mata's getting back into
Always
form.
scary.
The pieces are coming together.
2024 and
with a weapon we've never
2025,
seen before.
Pacific were the best
Kiko
in terms of
with
like
the jet
the
on a
most
number
fun
of
to
these
watch.
maps.
This
Looking
year,
phenomenal.
I think I've had the most fun watching
And then
EMEA
when he does play control,
this
he
year.
frees up Ethan to
Even
go
though
for
I
the
know
KO,
they're
something
like
that's more
not as
emblematic
good
than
as the
double
other
initiator look
regions.
here from NRG.
It's just a
EMEA was very
testament
fun
as to
this
how
year.
good they are as a team at a base level, that they are really one of
So
the
this year,
only teams
EMEA
in the
at the
globe
moment.
that can buck the meta and still
Pacific-
maintain
Pacific's normally
consistency
great,
at
man.
the top, still qualify
You got
for
Nong
every
Shim, they're
global.
fun to watch.
We
You got
talked about
Paper X,
Mata
they're
making a
fun to
comeback,
watch.
but Tikazine, he
Barrel.
feels like he was born into
Barrel
the
was pretty
Americas
fun.
League ahead of the curve.
And those stats are Neon specific. That's where Tikazine has been shining.
March,
and Loud
thanks
have
so much
been
for the
getting
Prime as
better and
well.
better
March
across
Kai,
the stage
thank
as
you
they
for the
realize
Prime.
we
Appreciate
can
that.
just put the sky on Neon everywhere, and that is when we're going to be at our best. And we discussed that earlier with the 13
Who are the
win
top
against
two
G2
Neons?
on Lotus. Swap to Neon. Suddenly they're dominating on that map. That has been
People forgetting that was
such a
G2's
point.
best map.
I mean,
Yeah. But that is
is it only
such a critical point of Loud.
is it only
hitting
just ambient
that
spike
next
and that's
level.
it? I'm trying to
But
work
man,
out if
NRG
anyone's
might
even
just
like
be a little
in
bit
the
too perfect.
in the debate.
Feels like they're purpose-built for this kind of stage. Tikazine, though, with no respect for
there even
storylines.
another
He's
name
free
that we should be
legacy,
throwing in
forget
there?
about it. It's Luke Show, though, chiming in. Over on the opposite side of the map, Tour de Force gets him a kill towards A main, and he's already making his way across to B. Davi gets ahead of it, though. Knows
Big
Ethan
play,
Terry
mate.
emerging from the shadows in Boathouse.
Go on, get one more.
Confirms his presence on lane.
What a moment to get back there. NRG not able to help. Ethan, the swings are coming in. Davi 1 versus 1.
Oh,
He's low
Jesus.
inside health. Brock's
Oh
looking to
my
try and
God.
do it again. Davi low. Gets the
He
better
was
of him.
not expecting him
But
to
you
just be
never
facing.
count this NRG
He thought he was going to play
team out
scared,
in
he
a round like
didn't.
that.
Oh my God, Brock just assuming that maybe Davi would be a bit more tucked, could have gotten the shock dart off for the free kill. Just barely away from a monster clutch from Brock. What were we saying about Brock hitting his form heading into Champions? Yeah, man, it is reality.
People are being reminded
not a joke.
now why
not
he
hyperbole.
was the MVP.
Yeah.
Right. Looks like a tiles crunch here, but it's going to be
tiles crunch, no one here. How much sound cues they give up?
Doesn't yield any
Do you
kills
see the recon?
It's pretty illuminating.
And Luke should get one before he gets
They're a
out.
bit weak on this A side of the map, but Luke Show doesn't seem to care.
Uh-oh.
Gets a kill, gets off the line straight away. Borg trying to chase him and at least makes an exchange of elimination.
That's so nice from Brock.
Saving trips, we got cages. That's a hard retake, man. I'm looking at this money as well. This might be the round. 4v4, hard retake.
He's just going to stay in main.
Double shock for Brock.
This paranoia really slows things up, but Ethan gives his position away.
Darker's got one flash to get back in. Not a lot of util on the side.
He's holding it. They're going for an overdrive being popped by Tigazine. This is the Gambit. Kiko's going to be run down, but Darker now perched on the edge. Gets the info about Scuba's positioning. There's presence in A main as well here for NRG. You've got to respect it. If you're loud and you're trying to retake. Ethan, though, just ducking back and forth. It's Brock again, just lining them up at 3k in the round.
Brock,
and Ethan
mate.
will deny him two back-to-back
Just his map, isn't it?
pieces. But whichever way you slice it, a masterclass from NRG.
Loud refining that advantage with Air Day pushing through door. The catch on
March,
Scuba.
thank you for
He's
doing
got
that,
to
mate.
focus on too many lanes back.
Thanks for making the trip over,
Loud
dude.
are bringing the round back into their hands, and yet NRG are just too clutch.
There is no free lunch against NRG.
One of the absolute last players you ever want to be against in a late round situation. He is just chilling in main, comes in at the perfect moment to be the janitor and get the easy cleanup on a couple players who were distracted by Ethan, just tucked in the smoke.
And he reaches a relaxed total of 20 kills in 18 rounds.
Not bad.
Pedestrian, really. Heavy mid-presence here. But Luke Show has a tough time determining that. Flash into tree.
Scuba can one-shot everyone.
No real move
They force into it because of the scoreline.
Lucio and Scuba have been going at it.
Darker gets a kill, it might change the round.
Scuba would love to get his lick back at least once, but it hasn't happened yet, but it hasn't really mattered. NRG are closing the rounds out late.
They fully
regardless.
dodged it. Oh, okay.
That's a decent tag, but
it's telling.
If Mana really needs to, he can heal himself up, and he will do.
Excited for the new champs anthem.
Cauterize
Yeah,
the
same
wood
actually.
back to work. It's a lot to clear though here in B main, but this Aldrome will do a lot of the heavy lifting for NRG.
It from the little demo thing they did, it sounded good.
Anywhere that you try to go.
Well,
omnipresent.
that's a free sight. That's a free sight, and they don't really have the best odds to retake this. You would imagine it's done.
Set up at market door. Everything is in place here for NRG to hunker down. In a 5-on-5
Scuba's in such a
retake
good
attempt.
position, just kind of depends on the duels.
This retake activated from many different angles. They
surely.
want to pressure B main from the back. Scuba is so ready for this, though.
He knows, he sees, and he doesn't commit. Pulls out the
Damn,
paranoia.
nice
It comes
from Scuba.
anyway. That's heads up calling from Scuba, but he gives up a lot
That's
of ground.
impressive.
Loud have routed everyone on NRG to site. They have advantageous positions, and NRG know because of that they need to fight forward. They need to take a timing to get a kill.
But they back up against the wall, and that's when they're at their deadliest. Scuba fights in from Boathouse.
They both went for the recon.
He's got the drop on them, but Kiko whips on him 180.
I know he whiffed, but I don't think it would have mattered.
That is dazzling from NRG. In the straight 5v5.
Okay, 5 goes in it.
It doesn't get much better than that. They're on map point.
Loud had a good sequence of utility there
I
as
feel
well.
like
Taking B main
NRG might be the best
everyone from NRG back
post-plant
into the site.
team at
We
the
saw
moment.
the moment where the Molly and the relay bolt come down at the same
Very
time.
good
It
at
gives
post-plant.
Darker the moment for the Guardian, and not the weapon for the
We said it on a
situation in front of
previous
him.
stream, but
Maybe if he has a rifle, he gets
the more I
pair,
watch them,
but
the
he
more I'm just
can't
like
connect the
confident in it.
shots.
This is your 2025 World Champion. You've maintained the level, the poise, and the hunger of last year, and maybe even built on it.
They found my wire.
NRG one round away from closing out the pick of Loud. A map neither team has played in this stage. Curious that Loud picked it into them. Obviously feeling confident on it, but they will pay the price. Brock,
if a board cap wants to sponsor you, would you wear it during a live stream? Would you do it? Mate, if the money's high enough, bro, I'll sell out, sure.
Just to wait, give Loud enough rope to trip themselves.
I'm not sure there's that much money in board caps, but
now the relay bolt had to be respected.
you seem to think so.
The high ground, and Tigazine is not ready for that.
does recover that rifle. Look at Brock. Just
how's he done this? How has he done this?
How has he gotten in? Cat amongst the pigeons, and Brock is making a mess of the place. Davi, though, was kind of overlooked here. He tries to pick up that lane position, but Ethan checks everything. He's ready for everything.
The barrel was just sticking out around the corner, so Davi is spotted.
Done right.
This one is done.
For
NRG
sure,
look phenomenal.
Yeah, they look good, man. This was Loud's map as well.
Now,
the more I watch NRG, the more confident I get.
Going up against the world champion IGL.
Shadow, thank you for the tier 1, appreciate the 32 months, and Cryo Phoenix with the Prime, appreciate the 5 months.
Retired and moved on, is
so
still
much.
here and still at his best. NRG look imperious. That was less of a map.
Yeah, they look really good.
And more of a reckoning.
I'll be honest, Loud had me believing in the pistol round, and then it didn't really live up to it the rest of it.
Ridiculous. 381 ATS.
Skirmisher guy, yeah, he did it right.
And it was plenty of those kills
Good new
being wrapped
addition.
up during late round situations that Loud were finding advantages in. Post plants that Brock was single-handedly winning back for his team. Loud are going to be regretting picking Ascent into these guys. That's even after getting 5 rounds on attack. That's not bad, but they cannot put anything together on their defense. NRG just look like they're on a totally different level right now. It is that championship form.
That was Loud's map pick. They drop it to NRG, who are looking like they've never been better. Let's go to a break and
Yeah,
we'll
they
come
look great.
back. Chat a little bit
Don't
about
look
the
at
first map.
stats? Sure, I can show you stats real fast, and I'll be back in a sec. I mean, look at Brock, man. 26 to 11. It's mad. That's it. That's kind of insane, yeah. Just carried, man. All right, I'll be back in a sec.
Kiko dashes in, actually gets 2. Could get his ace, the first one in Americas as he locks it down.
Take contact around the corner and bam! 2 massive kills for Luke Show. That's gonna knock the wind out your sails even on your best days. Nasty ace!
I am here with Bankar ahead of map 2, an Abyss map at that fact, but I want to know on map 1, what do you feel like the team did well, and then what's the outlook for Abyss?
I think our creativity was really good, and we just kept playing the game, and we were playing our game, no matter the comp that they had, and they had a really good start as well, and we just kept grinding out the rounds.
Anything special for Abyss?
You'll see. I mean, we missed the map for sure.
All right, I like to hear that. Good luck, coach.
Welcome back, everyone. And just like that, NRG is up 1-0 against Loud, which had a great start there, right? But NRG managed to shut down the aggression, or rather out-aggress them, if you will. And I think one part of that was, of course, Mada. He played the Phoenix, by the way, for the first time in VCT, and he dominated.
Yeah, this one was an interesting one because we talk about him, we talk about the Phoenix that we've seen, for example, for Ethan that we saw right before we moved into playoffs. But here for Phoenix, he did play it in EWC, but he never played it in VCT before. It felt like what they were doing back then is something that they found success in. They went to test again. I mean, they moved all the way to the grand finals then and just lost it to Heart Thief. So the fact that he's bringing it back and performing to this level is incredible. And we talked about it. He does it no matter what he's playing.
Exactly. And as I mentioned before, this was like back in 2021, LG on this map against even Asuna, playing also Phoenix for 100 Thieves in the past. So rolling back the years, he's just reminiscent to not skipping a beat, being able to play this role for the team. I think he went also first blood 4-1 for the team over the side of NRG, and he was also the tip of the spear that also not only killed, but supported Kiko quite well.
Absolutely, and here are the numbers. Brock, of course, also super high impact in this game. It feels like Brock and Mata together just kind of completely dismantled Loud in this series. But as we said, in the first half, it was Loud initially coming out of the gate swinging, but NRG was just really aggressive stopping them.
And this is what we expected from Loud after yesterday. Really fast side hits, which is what they were trying to do at the beginning. This is how they were finding success. But what I like that we just heard from Bonkar is that it was an NRG that was playing their own game. So this kind of speed that they were bringing to cancel the fast floods that were taking place, or the fast hits that were taking place, wasn't just because of Loud. It was because this is the style that they want to bring. And you see it in the way that Mata is playing forward. When it was a Loud that is playing an eco round, for example, Mata running down all the way, pushing B main, going and finding an opening, then backing up with the rest of the team. Little things like that that are set plays that you can tell that have been practicing for quite some time with this new composition that they're showing up.
You also expect usually when NRG is playing and if they find themselves as still continuing with the double initiator, that those rounds should usually be quite slow, trying to figure out that map, trying to stall as much as you can. But to come out with aggression in a new type of approach to maps, that they can also bring slow matches, fast takes, fast hits, and match pound for pound the type of aggression with their opponents, this is troubling for anybody having to face off against NRG.
It is indeed, and now we're heading on to NRG's map pick of Abyss, and as Bonkar just said in the interview, they're excited to see this one back in the mix. What have they been cooking up? Any ideas what it could be, Dan?
I don't know. Looking at Pacific, for example, most of the teams have been playing a lot of this double duelist composition with the Waylay and the Yoru, kind of bringing back when we were seeing Abyss earlier in the year and even before. But other teams, for example, yesterday when we got the chance to see this map for the first time in Americas, it was two teams that were playing Phoenix. There's not a lot of teams globally that are doing this. So my question is, are you going and leaning more towards this Mata Phoenix that I feel like could be a way to kind of catch everybody off guard, or are you going with kind of what everybody else has been trying to do?
Your face tells me you have different ideas.
Yeah, I want to see NRG play with Chaos because he said that it was their favorite map. It's something they're comfortable with. They missed it. So then what do you think about NRG? They played at Tejo in the past. They also had Kiko on Omen. Listen, you talked about the Pacific teams playing some double duelists, but there's been one team that's played some Tejo, sorry, and that's Global Esports on Lotus. So maybe you could pull it out still and bring that on Abyss.
Yeah, I think NRG, we're watching those Global Esports. So this is what we're going to bring. I think it's going to be something around the double duelist for both of the sides. I know that, for example, one of the teams even, both for Pacific and EMEA, played the Chamber. This has been the win condition for Luxio. If he's switching it up too on the other side, that can also be working out for them. I did see him right before the game, and he was saying they actually wanted to pick Abyss, and it's NRG who picked it before they got the chance to. So they also have been cooking.
Yeah, now Loud, of course, finding themselves on the back foot here, right? If they lose this one, they're not out of the competition. We are, of course, playing in a double elimination bracket, so they will just drop down to the lower bracket. But that's not where you want to be, because a win would, I don't know, German came out for no reason there. No, a win would cement them as one of the top 4 teams, and it would punch their ticket to Sao Paulo, which of course is the ultimate goal here in these playoffs. So there's a lot of emotional pressure there, especially for a few players on that Loud team, as we already discussed in our pre-show, Dan.
A lot more pressure, especially after they lost this map of Ascent. This was their map pick. This is a map where they started or tried to play their own game to find that pace that gave them that success yesterday against Furia. And again, like we saw, they weren't able to do so. But for this map of Abyss, like Luxio is saying, and I'm going to believe everything that he told me, they also wanted to go with this map. So I just can't wait to see what they're going to do here. I think playing these fast hits can be a little bit more tricky. The chokes can be a nightmare to deal with. So I think it's going to be a back and forth between the two, especially for Lauda. If they can get some momentum early on, that can be the win condition for them. It felt like the beginning of this map, they tried to, and then it was a pause, and then everything kind of slipped through their fingers.
It's also nice to see, though, that Loud, just like NRG, have a very similar map pool going into the playoffs. So not afraid to try out their Ascent, not afraid to try out their Abyss coming out right now as well. And also for Loud, their identity of the last couple of matches, so you want to think about recency bias, probably bringing out that Phoenix again.
Of course, the double duelist here, the Phoenix, for example, Mata was incredible if you have one, kept keeping going on this agent. But also, we just saw the stakes for NRG. They're looking comfortable. Ethan was talking about it. He said, I know exactly what they're doing on the other side. And if he knows what they're doing on the other side, he has everything and every single win condition to not only after this map make it to Sao Paulo, but also to qualify for Champions.
We're about to head into map number 2. Uber and Wyatt will be back on the mics with Abyss right after this.
NRG on Abyss. Surely it's Harbor stuff. Alright, let me mute this. In case. Chat, who does the loser play if they lose this? Do they go down into the... Do they go down to here? Or here? It's flipped now, right? They go here, they go here? They would play MIBR probably. Read the pin? Yeah, but dude, the problem with the pin right now is there's a thing that says who wins Abyss. Like, I can't even see a pin.
Of old, the 2022 champs legacy of old, and start to chase a destiny that they themselves are the masters of.
Pave their own way forward, write their own story, and it would be poetic if it begins with a journey to Sao
Damn, you
Paulo
can dismiss messages? That's pretty cool.
Succeed what their
The first time I've
predecessors
seen
were
that.
able to do before them, but standing in their way, it is NRG, the reigning world champions, and they're going back home in a way. Breeze is out of the pool, but if they were to lose
I wish I was
top half of the
joking.
pool, they are lucky to have it replaced by Abyss, which was always a home.
Every time when I'm waiting for a raid as well, I can just dismiss the thing that's over it. It's cool.
Yoru? Just no sentinel, period. Not one senti?
Double bubble?
Double smoke, double
Yeah, I'm
duelist
surprised
with
they're
a
loud at
Lucio
using the
on
Harbor
Yoru.
and NRG arm. They go for,
Yeah, I don't think NRG were expecting that one.
the
when
rare
they
Viper.
picked Abyss.
And they themselves get to go back to a pretty similar...
I thought NRG were going to have the Harbor, by the way. They love the Harbor on this map. They got the Viper instead.
From one map to the other, Darko has gone from Phoenix to Harbor. Guess it's not crazy considering they're going up against the Marber himself. NRG still with a Phoenix jet look. Marta and Kiko. Ethan here just
Luke Show on the
buying a bit
Yoru?
of extra time
I mean,
now
I feel
for
like it would be
Champ
good, right?
Select. We've not seen either of these teams on this map for a while. We've
Gets to
never
go
seen
aggro on
this loud
defense,
look
gets to
here.
push.
And Luke Show picking up the Yoru. A bit prophetic. I mentioned it'd be interesting to see him on a duelist in that previous map. But he has a chance to bring that same creativity that he leveraged on the chamber into the Yoru arena.
Just yesterday, before the playoffs began, Erde with a sort of matter-of-fact,
Shocked they're not running Harbor? Dude, I really thought
he
they'd
was
be running
happy
Harbor.
for his Lev Academy ex-teammates who blows the neon, but jealous of them for what they were accomplished because he wants it too, and he just straight up said that he feels he can achieve more than them, but standing in his way.
Wouldn't you rather just have Luke Show on chamber here? Nah,
yours
yours is way better on this one.
But beyond that,
You get to actually create,
IGL
pass
at
the
the
pressure over towards
caliber
middle.
of Ethan, someone who has been winning championships
Do the
all
fake
his
TP.
life. Erde 18 right now. When Ethan was 19, he was beating Prime Astralis in a New York final. 4 years later, winning champions with EG. 2 years later, winning champions with NRG.
Erde was 11 when he won his first major.
Ethan is the embodiment of longevity in a space where that is rare. It is rarefied air to be able to compete at the top level for this long. His peers have retired around him, and yet he has stood the test of time. Many air days have come and gone, while Ethan has been
Now he
here
puts
for
on the
all
TL
of
shirt.
these years.
Wait, there's no pleasing
Erde
you
has
guys,
all of
man.
the confidence
I put on
of a
the
young,
shirt that
upcoming
Liquid
player that
is
knows the
undefeated
talent
when
that
I wear
they've
it.
got,
But doesn't know what the ceiling is.
You got
This is
3
the
wins with
ultimate
it.
test, though.
I didn't watch it for you guys. Now you
Two
guys are just
brains
like,
once
well,
again clash.
should have
This
worn a
time the
different
arena is
shirt.
Abyss. As NRG look to
NRG
end
in
the series
defense,
and
loud
book
in the
their
tank.
ticket to Sao Paulo.
What the?
They'll start on defense. Already a walk
Hello?
up mid though from Loud. This is about to get hot and heavy. Inside the cove, NRG bide their time. Their opponents emerge and are dispatched.
Skirmisher. Oh my god, Skirmisher is incredible,
the Kiko
man.
Jet and the Mata Phoenix. Neon.
I get why he
Damn.
called himself that
The
as well.
Kiko
He just
Jet
wins
is
all the
hitting.
duels.
What is it with
Makes
hand
sense.
cannon 3Ks in our pistol rounds? Everyone's doing it. In the post plant, Erde is very separate from Davi. There's a window here where he can't intervene either.
Up against the world.
And he is caught. Too many places to be looking, and Erde was not in position.
That's an insane run
Perhaps a
from Kiko.
miscalculation by Erde.
So good.
Wasn't able to get in Crow's Nest in time to be relevant there.
This is NRG already off.
They said earlier that Kiko changed his password and he forgot it. No way.
I do
That's what the 20-minute delay was about?
A look that they're going to be leaning into, maybe a bit more across the board with this Jet Phoenix, honestly.
Yeah.
Because the
Come here, skirmisher! Come here, skirmisher! Get that orb. Let's go, bro.
And a meme is born. NRG have always been a team that wants to go their own way. Maybe they'll find a double duelist of a flavor that just suits them better, instead of forcing this Neon Phoenix.
One of the benefits of them having Kiko on this team is you have picked up a player with pretty unbelievable flexibility.
Don't know too many controller duelists myself.
He can be a star on anything. He was
Even
playing Chamber
still,
for them
dude, how
as
did
well.
Shock Dot do no
Any
damage?
agent they need him on, he can play and is also liable to be your top fragging player.
Ooh, the TP at the back there. That's a nice exec, man.
Not in much real danger against the classics.
I feel like they wasted a nice
Lightspeed from the
exec on
Tigazino,
Eco.
allows him to
It was
to
really
make sure
nice.
he can get into the site easily, but better weapons win.
Odd one on Omen flash, mate.
Brook
back to stat
mows
padding.
him down. Yep.
Back to stat padding. Things continue this way. He'll be pretty much top of the charts for everything in the playoffs if you sort by any statistical category.
Perhaps this time an MVP candidacy that could not be questioned.
It's funny too, off the back of a stage in which I think NRG's kind of like team play and well-roundedness is the focus of why they were 5-0. There wasn't one guy carrying them, one guy putting up obscene numbers compared to the crowd. I mean, in contrast, for Loud, you have Luke Show, Tikazine, rated top 4
Kiko, we
players
save
in
enough
stage
money
2,
for
and
an op?
NRG just
Maybe.
all over the place. They're all contributing.
There is no
also.
one below a 1.03 rating on this team. They are all looking very nice in the stats department. Some more than others, Brook.
Okay, this right here is why they use the Yoru as well. We got Harbor Cove in, or Harbor Podo in. They know that no one's over towards middle. TP's over towards here. Fake TP. They know for sure they create a question mark over towards middle. Then normally what you're meant to do is just group up and sight hit.
On the bonus,
They then get scared of middle, sights get
to leverage that
weak.
share of stopping power.
You hit sights. The problem is,
Still plenty of time to work the map.
kind of
but
looking
it's
like they
likely
might clear
Loud
this alley.
We'll try and end it B and maybe keep people interested.
I don't really
in
know
that
what they
A
saw
side
from
with
it.
some
Maybe I
of
missed the
this silver
drone.
util. Heavy pings on that B side. Tikazine, of course, with the light speed. My eyes are on him. How does he get into an advantageous position with this mobility? About to find out. Up we go. Gets the better there.
Oh,
Can
mate.
flash on towards Kiko. Looked like it was an up, but Luxio's taking
Don't
down
do
the
it,
Sheriff.
Matter. Don't do it, Matter.
Matter inches forward, but Erde's already well and truly
Melon.
in position. This is giving Haven from yesterday. Always TPing forward. He is front and center, demanding the spotlight.
Wall drop Scuba was in some danger there, but tucks away. Weaponry advantage for Loud, and they can post up on deeper angles.
Just the paranoia here for Ethan. Gets that one-way setup. It's going to be a nasty
Keeping on the
brawl
mark.
around this corner, but the loose end is Davi. Making his way towards that heaven side, and Erde is imperious in this spot. Davi will have a perfect timing to leave Scuba all on his own. Surrounded by foes,
Very
and
nice.
Erde
Dude,
snatches
if they
up
play
3.
this together, I think they might have that.
You mentioned it, but it was against Furia. It was on Haven that so many of those Loud execs involved multiple TPs from Erde, whether it was tucking super far forward into a corner or just sending a smoke up top, TPing into it, same time double duelist pop through, he runs out the smoke. That was flattening the Furia defense. And it feels like we might be getting more of the same, but that is where Loud looked
Kiko.
most potent. See if NRG have the answer.
NRG
What is
looks
this
to
from
try and
Loud?
fight ahead of that early
Just
action
fast
on
hit?
ascent.
Okay. Proving that they can do a little mid
that maybe
default, they go
isn't
for
so
a
easy.
fast hit. On the round where Ethan decides to push mid.
Exec coming up, the NRG cash is low.
Mate,
This
he's
is
here
a critical
so
round for Loud
early.
to take, but Ethan is so fast on this flank down mid.
Chill.
Loud forget to account for
Nice.
mid.
Hold up.
And Ethan takes liberties to the tune of a huge frag on Luke Show.
Holy.
Still in the post bar, but
Timing's
timing.
unlucky.
Yep, that hurts Duffy.
Brutal.
He was winning all those timings yesterday, though, so the pendulum swings. Now Scuba and Kiko are going to throw themselves at this problem, but Erde is more than hardened enough to handle them. Scuba doubles back, didn't want to take the fight. Tigazine now spotted out, going very low, playing out
Mate,
towards
there's
that
no way
close
this is
side. Erde
Prius.
softened up by the shocks and eventually brought down by Scuba. Darker Heel will be flashed and pushed.
Tell me this isn't Prius, man.
That moment against Davi
I don't
was
need more
pretty
ammo
defining
to
for
flame
the
this
post
guy.
plant. That goes the other way. feels like Loud win the round. It's really just the tiniest little moment of timing that has such a significant cascading effect. But credit to Ethan for putting them in the winning position in the first place.
Just that lurk up mid,
yeah, he just
straight up
walks it down mid, gets the quick flank.
Takes some stones to make the move, but Ethan makes the perfect read.
Hit every POV. Bro, he's so slow with it.
Talked about how hard it can be.
Like a duel's about to happen, and then 4 seconds later we go to it just as they die.
Of running a Sentinel list.
Do you ever miss observing? When I watch this stuff, I do, yeah.
Big execs into sights,
and then popping and fighting on the defense side.
Definitely susceptible.
Okay, en masse, we're going over towards this A side of the map, but Tigazine's already been hit with the stopping power of none other than the Brockmeister. It's a trade. Erde got deep now in towards security. That left Ethan on an island.
Loud always with an exec plan. The teleport behind from Erde to get the flank. And NRG, it looked like they might have had a good adjustment to that situation, but doesn't pay off.
A kill for Marduk here means a run it back. Can he snowball this one around? Cheeky love with the molly. That's the idea, but there's Cooper finding two.
Darko just can't get that trade.
Kiko's actually in a relevant position. Up towards tower, especially now with Davi having been spotted out.
I kind of want him to win.
He can find a line on this, but gets accosted by Luke Show. He intuits
Kiko's playing Call of Duty or something. What did I just witness at the end here?
Defend for himself.
I mentioned the NRG made a little adjustment there. It was
yeah, he must have come from Call of Duty or something.
Right in. I mean, someone is diving.
I don't know his path.
It's Erde, it's the Whaley. Someone is getting in this smoke. So he just preempts them by getting that free kill when Tikazine appears in front of his crosshair. But while that's going on, Erde is already teleported behind. And it's got them crunched.
Obviously, Tikazine does not have a cloud burst to dive into, but there's plenty of
push
analogs
it.
for that.
Wow, is this hovering?
Really avoiding situations on their ascent defense where anchors were getting caught in sight going down. But it has happened earlier, and Loud just want to run it back into this A site. Classic combo of ultimates coming through. Tikazine gets that opener.
Marta gets this trade. There's going to be a push up through A main right about now, and Ethan is very low, hoping for a one and done. Something through smoke, something churlish perhaps. No, he just runs headlong into Luke Show's
I feel like NRG will be pretty happy, to be honest. It was a killer combo used against Nico.
NRG, just a couple of rifles in the mix. Bonkar's already considering a timeout. Just the save down to try and keep a cap on this Loud economy as they begin to burgeon in round total. Well, it did more than just tickle Scuba, who's armorless. In goes to the site. It's Kiko. Taken down through the cloud burst.
Erde is racking up kills. When he is on this Omen and he gets more proactive, you see him light up.
Kiko changed his name to Skirmisher, yeah. He's on a rebrand.
The round win by using all those relevant ults. It's taking me back to 2025 when we just see endless Dimensional Drift Hunter Fury combos.
You say that, but obviously we're about to find a NRG ultimate economy peak, so to speak. The runner back from
the problem was when everyone Googled Kiko, it actually came up with the famous whale. And he didn't like that. He didn't want to share the spotlight.
Saturate there on towards him, but to be Mana and Kiko lining him up, and this is a straight up push out from NRG. Mix in a little bit of spice, why don't you?
That's a really crazy play. That's sick from NRG. Yeah, we're talking about the all combo, and I mean, were they listening? They just immediately.
A whale? Yeah. Was it not the? Was that not the name of the whale?
Might have been good for a second when that Waylay stun comes to an Amada. They catch Ethan, but yeah, irrelevant. Hunter's Furies through. Kiko's already pushed down mid. They get a little bit of contact.
Free Willy, yeah.
Blow up the B side.
It did interrupt the push timing for NRG off the site, though. They're still able to find success with the second player. We're doing it again. I like that.
But no reaction. No reaction from Loud to the flash.
Kiko CCL come in. Here's that reckoning. Kiko has to drop down
and
play
my
close,
god,
but
look at
that's
this
where the
util
paranoia was
They can't really
intended for.
capitalize off of the space. It all runs off. It all runs
He could
off.
find a moment here. Tikazino is just bullying his way through.
Holy hell,
That's a trade
there's a
that
lot
leaves
going on
NRG
right
with
now.
a staging ground, but they know Ethan is here. Surely they do. Darker brought down, spraying desperately as Ethan,
45
but Luke
HP
Show
didn't
cuts
win
into the
that.
quick. Loud one player to the good, but all NRG need to do is get a strong opener.
Scuba just caught in the side. Luke Show is tearing them apart on this round. Loud play
Still
quick.
though, I mean,
NRG try to
4 is
respond
fine. 4
even
is good.
quicker, but they can't
Oops.
come up
Almost.
with the kills.
He actually really wants to survive here. Drop would be big.
Teleport from Ethan behind is nice. The rest of the team trying to fight on site. It's all a great idea.
Their site hits are pretty decent, man. They have nice util.
Loud are able to come away with the important kills. You can see, like, on the site, again, I mean, how many times in the last 2 days are we talking about just Loud executes? But they just come in, plan, activate, go. Like, the Reckoning cuts off the entire right side of the site. The Paranoia cuts off the cliff side of site, and then...
Or is good on what, attack? No, defense.
Stun thrown in by the
Even if it ended 8-4, you'd be happy on defense.
Every position an Anchor could possibly be in is getting hit by something.
Just Tikazine fighting there in Link. Should have got into that side pretty quickly. It was tough for Kiko, right? He has to play against that Al drone early. Into a Paranoia that forced him off the boxes into close, and he got crunched. Remember, Loud aren't playing with a Sentinel. So NRG can work them out. We saw Ethan find success with that lurk up mid. They're always going to be on a clock because they have no trips, no way of early detection for these wide flanks.
So far, I'm seeing the vision with this Yoru, though. If they just want to dive, go for big execs on attack, and then it keeps Luxio in a position to be a good opping agent.
Are you
on
muted,
defense.
man? I haven't spoken.
Hey, it does make sense. Ethan is playing up at Ben. Luxio's using these
And
fake
default over
TPs
towards
just
mid.
to apply pressure.
Kiko is solo on B right now. If something has drawn Mata across, that early presence in mid is forcing to play here, leaving the B side so light on players. Kiko can get one. Oh, Erde's just a little bit too quick. But the insistence from Kiko against the crow's nest. This is now going to throw Loud into disarray. They've got to hit this B side, but they know. There's a backstab presence established now with this Jet.
The drive for util, no ultimates. They know they have to fight forward, find an opening somewhere, take an amount of space, but they can't. The Paranoia forces them back, and NRG are fast to collapse.
TikTok clock
Where's
is
the bullets
ticking
going?
down, but Ethan
Do
emerges
they
and gets
consider
rid
the
of
guy
Luxio.
heaven?
Now we start to see Kiko get active. He knows he needs to get involved and not just wait for someone to come and clear
my
him.
God.
Tikazine mowing him down again,
It's so
bullying his
unlucky
way
Nick
through
didn't get
Link.
an extra there.
Still no plant. Still no plant. Davi alone now has to find a way out of this round when he knows the enemy duelist is virtually in his spawn.
Tikazine is an absolute demon. The movement there is crazy.
Always getting more value than you'd expect in those.
They double up.
So close
I mean, he
to
hasn't
getting
actually like
Monster, but
seen Kiko for a
Davi
long
had
time.
The best game of his stage so far yesterday against Furia. Yet to make his mark on this game.
He was big in the clutch yesterday, but he's going to have to reckon with a double face here from NRG, and he knows it. Not from Link, but from Heaven. That's where the Enforcers come.
And NRG, who couldn't wait for him to peek.
He's so scared of above him, man. What a nightmare.
NRG are going to clear this box, though. Shorty's now being reachable. They know it's going to get up close and personal.
Yeah, I will say NRG handled that one well.
Scuba simply ejects Davi from the round.
That Tikazine play is still just stuck in my mind, honestly. That feels like that was overshadowing everything, but credit to Kiko. This was...
Hey, this play was awesome.
Round-winning play early on.
It forces that accelerate as well from Loud. They've got to go. And somehow they still get so close. Tikazine is such a problem.
Just knowing that he can take that peek forward, it'll be unexpected.
Did you see how I got out, bro?
And then, yeah, we did. We were just talking about it, bro. And then just diving away into Nest. That was sick.
You got Audacious asking for more. Wide swing in that angle against Erde.
Change of their all on B.
And Erde jiggle picked it. He kind of knew there'd be something going on. I hear a Blade Storm. Kiko availing himself of the knives.
Dude, this recon kind of gives it away that they're pushing middle, though.
Mid push, which NRG have been just so happy to do. It's going to run up mid with the dimensional drift, try to spot everyone out towards B, can teleport back to the pack who are making their way into the site. Scaling forward, getting the space. Luxio timing up drone, but he's exposed for
This is really bold from him. 1 HP, by the way.
Tikazine again, just doing the most.
Dodge the shock.
We're in a post plant now with the pit allowing NRG a way to get back into the B site. And
Mate, I feel like every single time I look at the minimap, someone's in this window. From defense. Mate, they're next to each other.
Now is making his way up. This is uncomfortable! And Davi finds in the second is nuts! Ridiculous headshot taking Brock out of the game, and now the brow of NRG has to furrow. Kiko's going for it. Erde drops down. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's time to get this round win. Inside the cloud burst, desperation surely fires up, and Erde is there.
He just spent the last 10 seconds in the smoke.
6 health left, 5
have more than he needs. Loud get to parity. Happy to thrive in the chaos that they're creating.
Awesome.
The timing on the flank is ridiculous. Loud are becoming aware. You can see the way they're playing that they're very concerned about these flanks coming through with their lack of Sentinel and just...
Mate, he's like, why is there a guy? Like, why is he next to me?
So ridiculous. I can't believe that. Oh my god.
At that point, Erde's just going to be the zoomer he was born to be. Dive into the site. 11 and 6 on the Omen right now. Okay, Mata's going to drop down a little bit here and lower his head profile. How accurate is he going to be? Might not matter at that range. That's actually a disgusting spot. Tigazine just got banged there.
Yeah, how the hell did that happen down mid? What was going on? Loud are playing this round. The most patient they've played any round on attack.
Dangerous, dangerous for Luke. Gives himself up, but it's just Bandits to play into, and Ethan shows himself.
Dude, no smoke.
And it's those Bandits that
Good to create pressure over towards B as well. Oh, mate, look at this. Look at this solo sell of
Luke has done more than just sell this.
Yeah, Brock has been drawn off.
Hey, what though? It's gonna get a little
NRG
weird.
Showing a willingness to inject some aggro plays on defense. Louder playing patient, excuse me. They wait that out.
Dude, look at Mada. Brock just needs to keep acting big like this.
Okay, there's a nice little recon.
He's doing so good.
3 for Lucho. Mada with a timing, Mada with a timing! And he finds 2, that's all he's gonna have. Brock gets a weapon, but he's hit with his paranoia. Has to duck back behind the site. He's got to fight quickly to get the duel. There's no idea where Ode could come from.
That round really just comes down to Lucho being able to find all those picks, getting the kills, and inherently just selling for the defenders to rotate over towards him. That is, I swear it's like only he can do that.
He like uses his, he is his own Aldrone. He like just takes contact and beats 2 players on that B side of the map, softening up this A main hit so it's so
He's playing Yoru right now, man.
Yeah.
We just take it back for a second. Lucho is playing Yoru right now. His entire career he played.
Yep. Put your boy Darker on Harbor.
Only one duelist, it was like 100 rounds of Phoenix. And here he is playing Yoru in the playoffs.
Runner back available for the last round of NRG's defense side.
Same hit they did earlier.
Clone shot. Mata trying to get a comfy spot here, but behind this toxic screen, he finds one. Mata eventually brought down, but it's decent value off that run it back.
How fast is that adjustment from Erde to deny the swing out from Kiko? Makes it 1-for-1. Darker gets the
too much
reckoning.
util on this retake.
He wants to use it straight
try to get a kill.
away. In conjunction with Derby, Hunter's Fury, it just forces NRG away.
They maybe could have
drives a wedge between NRG.
Maybe could have walked forward this a little bit though.
A lot of time wasted.
They like spammed all of their util.
Gets out there. Mata's found his 3rd kill
and I feel like they could have delayed
This is
so
getting a little
long.
dicey now for Loud. Darker trying to find the line. Great timing, but it's traded. And it's all on Davi. With a speculative Hunter's Fury earlier. He's going to be a push out of the smoke. It's tough to win those. And Mata finally.
That's a criminal round for Loud
for the
to
timing
lose.
in the last round.
They just popped all their util like within about the same 5 seconds.
Flank pressure on, but luck just
like
hasn't been on his
4
side.
smokes, 1 harbor wall, and a Sova ult.
And this game
in
continues
literally like the
to
space of
impress.
5
It continues
seconds.
to delight and excite as NRG fight back into the B side. Mata with the run it back is able to turn that into a kill. And then fight his way through.
Loud are playing at their pace, controlling the tempo of the game and finding more success than on Ascent at just brute forcing their way into these sites and killing the anchors when they can. It's a pretty solid attack.
Harbor ult, yeah. I get their idea, like the Harbor ult's meant to push them back into the Sova ult, but
We're going to head to a break and see what
could've been
NRG's
so much
attack
better.
side has for us.
it could have and should have. It's way too many rounds on defense. Unless they got like really good harbor util on defense, but I doubt it. Miss seeing Kiko raise? A little bit. I miss Raze full stop, I would say, at the moment. Even Jing doesn't really get to play Raze anymore. Skirmisher.
Do you do anything different to prepare for a playoff match?
Not really individually, but as a team, I think we had a lot of practice. We had 2-week break coming into this, so pretty prepared, I feel like. So it's going to be a good game today.
Good luck.
That's what are you typing right now? Don't think I won't time you out. Camo's raise on Lotus, that's true. Mate, that ace he got today was insane. The camo ace. The transfer, yeah, the fourth goal was nuts, man.
Speeds up, never stays out of the game for long. Marta really had to find himself again, I feel like, midway through this year. Now is
Why did you put Scream on Sky in 2022 and play 3 initiators on Breeze? Mate, I have like a 90% win rate on Breeze. Don't come for me on Breeze. Come for me on like Bind or Icebox or something.
In the hands of a man who never plays.
You can't come for me on Breeze, mate.
Tigazine is caught by
Try again.
Mata, traded out by Luke Show, and Ethan responds.
Watch out, NRG dangerous here, trading up. Leaving Ode, who was also taking this game into his own hands.
Well,
left in a 1v3.
I think that's it done.
Talked about how he had to call against the mastermind, the maestro, the puppet king. But Ode has fragged out this game. First in to the side.
Not flaming you asking why I did it? Mate, initiators were busted, bro.
Little entry omen. Just going his way out of this. The double up, I think, is going to be a little bit too much there towards B main. Tuba biding his time. There is just no rush for NRG.
That will result in NRG winning both of the pistols in this game. Uphill battle for Loud continues against a team that has history on this map, a reason to consider it a home. I mean, I still think back to their first game at Champions last year against EDG. They start that tournament down 2-10 on Abyss, run it back to win OT.
Napping Pandas with the Prime. Appreciate the 8 months. Thank you. You're not staying up for the banger. I'm not even sure Americas has bangers anymore.
Now Loud on defense though. Remember,
I've lost faith.
Has that ability to be pretty omnipresent across these sites. Just going to get this one over with. So keep an eye out for that gate crash, allowing Luke Show to defend. With a 5-second increase on its duration, it's becoming a bit more reasonable to use that defensively now.
I have been seeing a lot more Yoru globally in these playoffs since the buff is.
Nongshim Red Force are just back to their previous antics. That's
to give bangers at internationals, that's for sure.
We're
I agree with that.
We don't fear that.
Loud now on the anti.
The gap's just too big out of some of these teams, man. NRG and Lev are just too good.
On these rounds. They've only won them 22% of the time, second lowest in the league. It is probably the biggest weakness that they had in the team through their run, and it's a round they cannot afford to lose right now. NRG are on pace to make it into that upper final, lock up a spot in Sao Paulo.
So is Pacific? Nah, man. Pacific had a stage where just upsets were happening all the time.
Double duelist snowball just a bit.
Mate, you telling me you predicted Varel to go on a run? Gen G 0-5 to flip it to 5-0.
Those are the numbers that are going to matter when the dust settles on Abyss. No defensive pops from Loud here, despite being on a double duelist.
1-4, they beat Paper X. They beat Paper X and no one else.
With a bit of an
That's
off-angle,
mad.
Luke Show playing that high ground. Looking for something early off the rip, and they get it. Luke Show takes a dink on the way down, and Scuba scoops him up. Ode rewarded for that position, but he's not going to be able to use it again. That's a one and done. Darker, though, steps into the fray.
Dude, Ode did good to win that duel as well. Obito kind of looked nice here.
Perfect paranoia from Erde. Triple connection off that. NRG are completely shut down, trying to get into the site. Definitely helps when your jet is removed from the picture due to spam straight away. No one to break the crosshairs, dive forward. And when the rest of them are left to just try to run through a high tide.
You say America's is predictable, and then you proceed to only correctly predict one America's game on Plat Chat. Mate, I was going. That was the only week where there were upsets. What do you want from me?
No foul. Luxo's still in the game. Gate crash was there anyway, so he probably would have picked himself back up from the abyss.
A clean round win has.
Chat, can you really hear this jump from barrier down? Like, what's the point in doing the tech? I swear you can't hear it.
A clear of A main now might give an opportunity to.
You can silent jump? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What? There's no point in doing the tech because you're so far away.
They're not certain though. Oh, and now they see it. Tigazine's like, yep, you're right.
From window you can? Is in like barrier?
Quite a attack side for
this
our
can hear
player.
this.
Tigazine hasn't been able to assert himself on this map.
He can jump throw that stun if NRG try to get through A main.
Tigazine would love to find a frag and fall off this line of security.
Nope, if you go forward instantly and tuck the wall, done. Okay.
Protocols in effect here for
Good to know.
Loud love to set up a big retake though, or a big flood straight away when the spike is tapped. They're trying to get players in position to do just that. Rotates are a little bit late. It's going to be the full retake.
Now on the double duelist, they love
Guys,
the deep
you're
side
all
execute.
behind the hardball. You're going to have to spam the hell out of this. Someone needs to wrap around the world.
That wall goes in. Mada has left
Jet wraps around the world.
The rest of the team are just
I'm alright with it. Good luck to Mada, mate. Oh, they gave him a smoke. Nice.
Would be nasty to find a timing. He's waiting for someone to come and explore this. Just through the smoke, some ultra cringe post-plant setups for you with Mada thrown into the mixture. It's all too easy.
Very nice. What the Loud do here?
That's an impish grin.
One of them can't buy.
NRG with that wall up. What is that? Just multiple spam
it's Alicia. Thanks so much for the 11 months. Appreciate that.
Regardless, it's cool
Thank
how
you so much.
has that wall positioned across A because it could allow for
Is there smoke? Yeah. It was a nice smoke.
Main and fight if they need to.
Looks like it's a one-way for the spike, but you're hiding inside it.
They just make that look so effortless.
Doesn't matter how you get the round wins. Let's go. Dub is a dub. And
Here comes the A site spam. Erde takes the hit, even though it's top fragging, and Phoenix ult.
This A side of the map. Let's have a listen in. There's Loud trying to defend on this A side.
And the orb here. CT on the left, guys.
Start it. We're blocked. Flood heaven. Nice. Wait, flooding.
Heaven.
You have heaven.
CT flooding left.
Back left side.
He's pinged.
You're harbor heaven. Come here, heaven.
They're gonna jump out.
Respawn
Guys, chill. Slow.
Hold spawn. Listen. I'm balling out spawn. You can plant. Go help spawn.
Slow, guys.
Relax, guys. Please chill.
Spawn. I'm getting out. I'm flashing back. Back spawn to the fish now. Walk away. Walk, guys are good. Harbor was heaven. Walk away at him.
We can run now?
Wait. No. We're in no rush. I'm gonna resmoke heaven in 3.
I'm running. Come
on. Are you ready? Go ahead, I'm go. Smoke heaven.
What if you maybe watch mid rotate? Oh, no, it's fine.
Got out, guys. Good spacing the whole way. This guy could be snappy.
We never start darker.
He was heaven. He was early, way earlier. Viper roll.
Good spacing the whole way. They do with bad spacing.
I'm on all side, guys. I'm all side.
Can you guys play out after Scoot gets bombed down?
Let me plan while you ult.
Heaven already.
I'm flashing. He's gonna walk out. I have to jump out.
Ethan has you guys. I got you.
I can't see anymore.
One lower in the smoke.
In the ult.
I have your back.
Yeah, could be.
I have your back, boys. Nice, look forward. I have your back.
I have
after less. Fuck me.
You can go up top, okay?
Are you going? Okay.
Can't really do anything. Should walk above you.
I have a god spot, don't worry.
I have a god spot as well. You guys are good. Yo, straight chilling. Drops. On me.
We're good.
Carry sandwich. He's gonna be flanking you. On you, sandwich. Could go top side as well.
I'm good, guys.
Nice.
Good job, guys. Guys, fucking calm in the hectic shit there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that was chaotic comms.
Just how hard it was for them to calm the hell down. Just to keep the comms tight and not get carried away. That's what Loud do to a team.
Yeah, that constant application of pressure, but it is
please chill.
Please chill. The efficiency and the communication that just clearly separates NRG from the rest of the teams when you listen to the way that they speak to each other. It is
that was
just
funny,
that
man.
championship level.
I didn't realize it was like that. I think that I would like to hope that that's just like an off round.
Down against this Loud team, I can see it's there for NRG.
It's also just teams aren't getting as much prac on Abyss as they would like, just because less teams are pracking it. So
Loud win here.
I think that's a little more chaos.
The game. They're on the eco. Judge for Airday. A stinger for Darker. It's still going to be tough to close this out, even with the 5.
It hasn't been that chaotic when you listen in before. Yeah, it's just the map,
Round
man.
18 that could put them in position to actually tie this game up. Look at the status of some of the ults as well. With Luke Show just one away from the drift, Darker does have the Reckoning. There absolutely is a world where they can win this out if those ults come to fruition. A execute. Going to be
Teams can even scrim right now, that's what I mean. Most people are taking a break.
Makes sense, but NRG have to know they're on
Just
a
the
save. Have to know that
the other
teams from the region.
Wait this out, walk it up. In fact, Inode's able to get 2. That is max value. Davi though,
Oh,
won't be allowed
what
to escape
the? I
back
mean, it
inside
looks like he's
security.
behind the wall,
It's a
but
great
sure.
catch from Kiko. They're trying to flip the map. Luke Show, oh my god, just tucks
did
back
fine.
around
Go
the
show
corner,
somewhere
gets
else.
the jump spot as well.
He wants that fight. Kiko desperately wants an engagement.
The Loud players need to link up together.
Brock and Kiko both tapped up pretty heavy.
What can Darker do with this Reckoning? NRG want to fight in front of it. Kiko wants to find that kill before it even comes through. Here it is.
Right, seen up by Kiko. Fast reaction now, playing
Oh, it's
into
nice
the
dash.
Reckoning. That is insanely audacious.
Very
And there
nice.
it
It's
is.
a big
Luke
harbor
shut
ult,
down
bro.
out of security.
Stole around on the eco.
The
Picked
harbor
up 2
ultimate.
guns.
Absolutely gutting for NRG.
From the opening Sheriff kill to Airday, just claiming that smoke with the Judge, gets the 2. Everything goes right for Loud, and they're back in the game.
I'm starting to believe. That's the kind of round, the last couple of rounds, we listen into NRG, they sound agitated. Kiko desperately looking for a fight in security. There's a path to victory here for this young squad.
Yeah, they capitalize off of the space well from the harbor ult here.
They've just got to keep the rudder steady. And NRG still have a buy. But that dimensional drift you referred to is now online.
Abyss is attack sided, yeah.
Huge stimulus.
Well, they're not close enough to hear this util over towards B, but they're going to see the recon, so now they know.
And now NRG are going to accelerate, especially given they've already got the teleport in.
How do you retake this now? No, your ult.
Shadows gets him into the middle of the site, claims all of the ground.
No way.
Bizarre situation. Darker not spotted by that, but don't think it'll be relevant.
Shouldn't have insta drones back.
NRG are going to surmise
Should
he'll
have
pick
prayed
that
that
spot up
someone push.
eventually, but this is some of the A main presence being neutralized.
Loud are making an adjustment. NRG all played from A
Same
main
smoke
last
that they
time.
did
Let's
last time
flank
over
behind
towards
them and
site, but this
apply
time
that
not with anyone
pressure,
hiding in
divide their
it.
attention.
Just to create pressure.
Might able to run it back here, but he's not actually pushing off the site.
Hoping that that's an answer, but he's not even going to spot out a player. Loud waited out. The clock runs low, but they have to
just be a
move
spam off
right
him,
now.
man.
Engage, post-plant, cringe to maximum. On
Did
the
he
side is
TP
Ethan.
them?
Waiting there, TP'd forward now.
How is my guy Palmer in this
Early on the
smoke,
touch,
man?
and it's going to be Ethan dropping down.
How is he permanently in
Gentle
the smoke?
whatsoever, NRG get within 2 rounds of Sao Paulo.
Their post plants are just
That's
so
funny.
frustrating to play against. Everyone out in main.
So hard to
and then just
retake
leave
A,
the
man.
smoke in sight, leave someone inserted in it, just dancing around, staying alive when the clock is low.
I also feel like teams don't
Just
give
jump
themselves
right
good
back in to
comps,
kill the
though.
diffuser.
I really don't understand. I would love that. I would love for a team to explain
2
why
rounds
why
away,
Waylay over
and
Jet.
NRG lock up
I
that
really don't get
spot
it,
in
but-
Sao Paulo. Loud's last round got them back in the game, but their hopes are just dashed
Has to be the
immediately.
saturate.
Airday is topping the boards right now with 20 kills, but he's going to have to go beyond that, lead this young team against an NRG who have done it all, who have been so consistent since this iteration of the roster began. They've made every global, won champions, top
Sean, wait,
finish
you,
at
dude, you subbed the other
EWC.
day. How are you subbing again? Appreciate the
These
prime,
guys
man.
have never
Thanks so much,
slipped
mate.
up. They've always stayed at
Give
the
the
top.
16 months.
Man, in stage 2, one of the reasons for that has been Scuba just quietly leading the league in the KAST.
That
which
number is messed up.
A testament to just how much of a consistent factor he is for the team, just being an actual
Ability to
rock
cancel,
of their
maybe.
play.
Kill, assist, survive,
Yeah.
trade. That's what
Just
that
odd on
means.
that.
He is
I find it so
always
odd on the
relevant.
retakes.
Or he's always maintaining his weapon. We never really see that number get so high. It's the quiet achiever stat.
But Scuba likes it just that way. 17-10 here on the map. NRG smacked down a resurgent Loud in that previous encounter. And NRG with a win here, not only make it to Sao Paulo, they'll qualify for champions.
Would Harbor Veto cook the cringe post plants? I mean, you would have a cringe post plant.
Variation from Loud Airday. Weak, caught on the run, but gets one with the judge and gets away.
Always the judge. Mana, though, is hungry for revenge. Loud want redemption after that previous round. Onto the side we go, but again, you're on a timer. Luke Show is nipping at your heels. From another dimension, sure. Darker wants to get involved as soon as possible and catches Ethan as he backs away. That is key. Not his friend today. And Luke Show emerges from a tear in reality.
Good for their money, man.
To tear one in Scuba.
Loud have been consistently winning the rounds out of Roman Illy's timeout calls. That time they give NRG no space to get the spike down. Luke Show's pushed down mid immediately. Just as NRG are trying to take space in the site, they've already lost the space behind them. And as they feel the pressure to go forward,
yeah, might actually force NRG to go quite over towards mid here.
Worked them.
To Bobo with the tier 1. Appreciate the 25 mums.
I have seen do this to NRG. Very, very few.
Wait, are they red that they're going to do this?
Here comes Tigazine in your face! But NRG are ready for it. They're ready for this early action.
Oh my god, what is that one?
Down through smoke.
He's just spamming that, getting an extra kill.
Loud might have had the fastest
2 away from Phoenix ult.
variety arc I've ever seen from a Valorant team at this level, but NRG
I like the call from NRG. They definitely need to prove that they can go mid, or once they realize that
they're going to end on
Loud have just been getting it for free.
Why would they not? NRG.
I don't know if it's the right call from Loud though to do the aggro strat.
Darby Flash here trying to swing the wall, but he can't work it adequately. It's going to be Erda. They're doubling down yet again out on the side. It's Darker. This anchoring from Loud. Impeccable.
Both of it.
Leaving Scuba and Bork dragging themselves away.
Scuba on dreadfully low HP. Darker still with a decent kit of utility to work with as well. Smokes for Erda. They've got tools in this 2 versus 2.
Brock's going for a big play.
Scuba and Brock being convinced
to get close enough to here, yeah.
Of Loud's locations, choose to split.
That's really nice, man, from Brock.
Whoa,
really?
Does he know?
Did he see him? He must have seen him.
And Scuba is sitting on a paltry 37 points of health.
The last player in the server I want to run into is exactly who Brock finds. No charges. Erde's just patient, waiting for Darker. Double up, play around this high tide, play around the utility, close this out against a weak Scuba.
It's time to see that KAST stat go to work. It's Scuba on 2 health. 2. And Erde is speculating, looking for him. Knows he is low. Looks like he's going to get up on that high ground.
This is the game on the line right now.
Scuba's heard it. And Erde gets his 4th. Kicking and screaming. Demanding from Loud that they follow his footsteps.
Timeout?
Brings this game to within a singular round.
They know where NRG are going to go. Of course, they'll just exec A. Get our 3 players over there, but you're still not expecting them to win. NRG have been
how do they win this?
Just annihilating that site every time they enter it. But this time, on the most important of rounds, with no advantages, Loud are able to lock it down, force the timeout call, send NRG's economy reeling, clawing back into this game. 10 rounds on the board. They haven't won either of the pistols, and they are making it this damn close. That's why you hear more discomfort at the beginning of those NRG comms. There are not many teams in the world that can push them into that space
they might do it, man. It's really
disruption.
Close.
And they have to lock
I can't remember what the money's like for NRG, but
in their ears right now. It is time to calm things down and close this game out. It is within their hands right now.
Obviously, this NRG map pool, they suffered, you think, with Breeze exiting, but we expected Abyss to be a comfortable spot for them to return to.
Yeah, exactly. They're one of the teams that you imagine are, in one way, they're definitely affected. They were cooking everyone on Breeze, but if there were any map for them to come back in, seeing Abyss, they're going to be pretty happy about that.
And yet, Loud to push them every step of the way. NRG, not just fighting for a spot at Sao Paulo. A win here at 16 champions points today qualifies them for the most important event of the year. They will be in Shanghai with a win here.
The
so many ults.
Of making champions, of trying to run it back could be released from their shoulders today. They're 2 rounds away. Loud are digging deep, fighting for every round. They have to lock down this B side right now. That reckoning is well timed from Darker.
Marta was not ready to walk into that, and Ethan just gets shot from above. It's going to be Kiko trying to salvage the round. Hit with a snake bite, vulnerable, sees a player cross. Knows it's a clone. Now going to take the fight up close and personal. Lucho ready for it. Surely not the right click. Runs out of silverware. Scooper and Brock, the former with a buck he had to salvage, and that seems all but impossible. But
Bold, mate.
we are post-plant inside the pit with a shotgun. Anything is possible.
Shocks are good for a bit of damage. Scuba is just trying to find the path to victory. Where can he stand? Where can he position himself? They're closing in
Strong
from all
pulse,
angles. It might just be good for 1 kill and done, but he's able to escape.
He saw the traces, the plume from the shots. There's a bait on the
Oh
side.
my God.
That's 2. Surely not. Scuba with the bucky.
Whoa.
Brought down by Luke Shaw.
Got owned by the top wraparounds. Dude, that was a nice try. That's a really nice try, man.
Brought them all down to absolutely nothing. Oh my
How does
God.
Lucho win there?
The down Loud players. Imagine being Darker watching that.
That could have been it. That could have been NRG finally breaking back into strength, getting to 12.
Stopping moment.
Oh, he sees the second. Oh, Lucio had the wrap on him.
Yeah, he tapped
Very
him
heads up.
Scuba has been so close in those moments.
It's hard to be ready for that in a 1v3. And now we have an even game. NRG's map pick is going a little bit sideways for them.
Whoa, insert some aggression, just taking the early control of A main, forcing NRG to need to re-clear it, need to use some tools if they want to go back
A lot of
into
Abyss at the
A
moment.
exec that they have
In Pacific and
loved. Their
especially in
bread and butter
Americas,
on
yeah.
this attack side, the catalyst
I think
for
it's good
most
for
of
these
the
teams to
round
like try and
wins.
play it though.
Now,
You want to get some reps before you play it.
slow things down in mid, adjust after Loud fight for that early control.
Yoru Clone takes a jump off the map.
The clone, I felt like it dropped so fast.
Run it back, ready for Marta if he wants a free peek in at A.
Big play from Luke Shaw. No info senti. Every single time he's pushed at the moment, he's been good. But because he's done it before, Scuba needs to be like more on top of it. Or should be more on top of it.
Fearless, no teleport, just taking all that space on his own. Air Day trying to lock down this site. Paranoia is good.
Okay, just the Marta. Oh, that Scuba getting picked off, huge!
And that's the guy who's in charge of watching the flank.
He's trying to sit back in A main. He won't be ready for the backstab.
Look at this adjustment from NRG though. Kiko
Bro,
has
they
entrenched
all
himself
take heaven.
all the way into vents. Trying to play off of Mata. NRG are making a massive adjustment to their post-plant setup compared to the rounds before. Do Loud have the in real-time adjustment to be able to close this round out 5v4.
This was always planned. There was a deep smoke in towards that direction. It's Ethan inside the smoke, fighting for his life. It's 1. Marta on the outside of the blaze wall sees their dash and the refract. But Tigazine's going to have another bite at it. He found Marta, but maybe not.
Damn,
Kiko.
he was on top of Kiko
Brock
Binner.
is alone.
Listen to the
NRG
timer.
losing out in these moments though, but he doesn't have a line of sight on the site itself, and Lucho finds him.
Yeah, plenty of time.
And Loud have enough time for the defuse.
Mate.
The setup, the map point.
It's impressive.
I can't believe we're here.
0-2 on pistol rounds. Every round Loud has won. They
Yaffer again,
are
thank you so much for that in YouTube chat, bro. I appreciate you.
fighting with every last breath that they can muster. These
Does this
have
map
been the
need further
closest
rework or is
rounds
it fine?
possible.
Ah, mate, it
Going
needs
down to
blowing up.
1v1s. Barely any time here in this 2 versus 1, having to make those in-the-moment calls to be able to dismantle NRG's very, very different post-plant setup, having both duelists towards vent. That's something completely new. Tikazine, he dashes up, spots it out, refracts, wins that duel. If he loses that duel, the round is done. If they didn't have control of Heaven there,
did the Waylay
both of the
see
NRG
the
duels
dash
were posted
got
up,
get during the
GG.
dash?
That is NRG
I think
on
Kiko
match
got
point.
hit by the
That is a
recon, no?
defining
Is it when he was
win
going in?
That 1v1
They
for
saw him there
Tikazine. It's been
earlier.
a quiet game, but he comes up with the goods in a moment where he was desperately
I thought when we were on
needing
the
to
server
do so.
POV,
The
we
best
saw him.
use case rather of that Waylay util we've seen all map. Getting the free peek, that free info and refracting away. Then knowing exactly what he's walking into. Or half of what he'd be walking into.
He couldn't have predicted Kiko to be set up where he was. This is where we see that championship pedigree from NRG. On their road to glory in 25, they were behind in many games and had to orchestrate some of the most astounding comebacks. It's just one round in this game, but it is the round that matters. It's overtime, or it's map 3.
Kind of looks like they're doing a punish here. Dude, they're going double aggro.
All of NRG posted up outside.
Just guns out, no util.
Duelist from Louder, ready to
guns out, no util.
Flash around the corner, Mata gets the first.
They're gonna blow their way through.
I mean, Darker did great to get one there. I thought he was fully done. Brock with this can just pick up the orb.
That triple player setup. Luke Show is trying to keep some space in the site. Is there an opening? Is there an
no orb? What am I missing here?
To the 3-on-3. He spots the cross.
Too scared to push behind, maybe?
Ethan Luke Show has to gate crash on out, giving up that position in the site.
No with the tier 1. Thanks so much, mate.
Going to get the info, going to spot out
No,
all of these players.
that.
That pops up behind them. The paranoia is good.
Perfect from Erde. Sets up Luke Show, and now he's found a second. This could all go wrong for NRG. This could be the match.
Damn, bro, really?
Out the open, and it all falls to Brock. He's going to get swung.
Holy shit, man. Okay, it's big, dude. It's big.
Louder fighting.
They stole the map here.
From every other era of this franchise. And a win
Take
against
him
the
to a third
2025 World Champions would be just the pair of shears to cut the cord.
Yeah, find me one person in chat who didn't type GG 5 rounds ago.
Yeah.
That actually thought Loud was going to bring that back. They didn't win either pistol round.
Yeah, no pistols.
And yet they win it out. Crunch time, 13-11. Listen, we talked at the top of the map, setting up Erde versus Ethan, the IGL head-to-head, hey, beyond any level of calling. Erde absolutely fried them individually on some of the most critical rounds. That 3v5 hold on A side, that would have been the match point NRG round, and yet him and Darker just shut it down. Every single round win, as hard fought as it gets, as close as they get. Loud, they had
good adjustment. They started pushing so much ever since the timeout came in.
Pressure is on them. They can find their form and succeed.
They're actually like holding the sites a bit stronger.
These guys are feeling themselves none more than Luke Show. We've got him standing by for an interview with Riv.
And we're going to Lotus. It was Loud being able to grab this map. A huge clutch from you. Massive clutch at the end of first Yoru. What are you feeling, Luke Show?
Bro, I'm feeling great, but I'm so excited to that third map, and I'll be back on Chamber, on Lotus. So.
Are you going to take the champions down?
I think so. I'll try.
Best of luck. We still got another map to go. Lotus
I think
is
so.
coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. Loud's here to prove a point.
Let him loose on Chamber. It's such a good map for it now. Lotus as well. You can actually like take over maps with the change. Beck with the Prime, appreciate the 36 months. Thank you so much. The usual stuff, chat. Back in a bit.
Kiko dashes in. Actually gets two. Could get his ace. The first one in Americas as he locks it down.
Take contact around the corner and bam! 2 massive kills for Luke Show. That's going to knock the wind out your sails even on your best days. Nasty ace!
Welcome back, everyone, and with this map victory, Loud are tying up the series 1-1. We're heading to map 3, and everything is still on the line. What an incredible performance. What a comeback here for Loud on the NRG's map pick nonetheless. Let's talk about how they make that happen. Erde is the player we've been watching out for heading into this match, and he's having a fantastic playoffs thus far, and this map was no exception, Dan.
Both when it came down to the kills, but also some of the IGLing on that second half to make that comeback happen. What this young IGL is doing is something that barely anybody can say that they've been able to do against NRG, an NRG that was flawless in the group stage, and yet it was allowed on this map of Abyss that we see from them for the first time that I was able to take it down. And you see it, the way that they do it is losing both of the pistols with an NRG that was pretty much at match point for the last couple rounds, and yet it was 5 rounds in a row, I believe. There was a really good setup on how they wanted to go for these retakes that allows them to get the win. I love to see this version of Loud. I feel like we already knew how good they were on the attack side, how good they were at the fast attack, the side hits, but on this second half on this defense, this was unknown territory that they're able to prove that they're also just that good at.
Sick paranoias on a retake as well. I think there's so much pressure going into Erde as his first time calling into VCTs, where not only you have to try to qualify to Sao Paulo, but also the amount of compositional changes coming out of this team from game to game, identity to identity, coming out with Luxio on a Yoru and still trying to make it work, and also defeat your champs in 2025 in NRG on this map of Abyss that have been so strong on. This brings and instills a lot of confidence to me to think that they have what it takes to potentially make this a very competitive map on the third map of Lotus.
For your IGL to be under pressure, being down one map, and to keep going for these aggressive TPs, going for these aggressive plays, constantly trying to get those high grounds. Again, it's an Omen playstyle that we don't get the chance to see very often, especially for a situation like this one, and Erde was making it happen like it was nothing.
Yeah, and that's the confidence we talked about, right? It's those young players who just, no fear, just send it, absolutely sending it, and then making it work as well. Of course, they were shooting across the board there as well. Luxio, once again, an absolute aimbot on the server, like an incredible performance.
Luxio, first time ever that we see him on this Yoru. This is the other secret that he told me when he was telling me that they wanted to play this map, is that he was going to be on that Yoru first time ever, and he does such an incredible job. I think the easy thing would have been to put him on the chamber, to have him take a lot of that mid control, take those mid fights, as we've seen for other teams, but him getting a little bit more active and being such a key part of how those retakes and why those retakes were effective is so nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, he's not taking a step back from any of the shooting he's able to do like he does on the chamber. But you just talked about the retake capabilities of Luxio. You have to look at the replay of this round right here, the round winning here for Luxio and Loud, because he TPs all the way back towards Ivy when he's already found the information with the clone when they're shooting his clone away. Then he dimensional drifts back into the site to get the information and get the paranoia out of Erde for them to close out the map. Those are some of the things that off the fly, off the cuff, you don't see that from a lot of Euros when they're playing that for the first time in the VCTs, and he's able to show like he's a veteran on that agent.
That's the crazy part, right? Like when we got that information that this is actually the first time in his pro career that he's playing Yoru, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like just such raw talent. And you had the insight there. Okay, now I understand why you actually
What's the insight on Lotus?
Okay, I'm sure you don't know. I don't believe you. That's all right. Well, we have seen NRG on Lotus once, I believe, in this past stage.
Yeah.
They did win that against EG, but what do we know about Loud's playstyle on Lotus?
I think this is one of those where we can expect them to do what they were doing in the group stage, to go back to that TKZ and Neon. I think today he's been switching a little bit more, playing on that Waylay that we just got the chance to see for this composition that we saw in Abyss. But here, I think the Neon, that standard composition that has worked out for them, and the fast pace just fits them for this map perfectly. I know that we talk about NRG, how good they have been on this map, both here in Americas, that one time that they played in stage 2, but also all the way when they were playing Masters. But I think the pace for these two should match maybe what we saw in the map 1.
Yeah, I think for Loud, for me, for this third map is just to focus on the protocols of cleaning up what could work for them in their strengths on this map of Lotus. For example, putting the chamber back out and also leveraging the space that you could create around Tigazine's Neon. It's none of that new flashy stuff with like a Phoenix. I don't think you'll see a Yoru in there either. It's just making sure you play to their strength of what has been practiced throughout the stage here for Loud to try to take this over NRG. But I mean, this is an NRG that Bonkar mentioned they didn't need to practice this map too much because they're so confident on this map. And when they got tested by EG, where EG thought that they antied everything around NRG, it was a 13-1 scoreline for NRG, right? So it's a very tough matchup still. But after that results from that second map from Loud, I still think that this is going to be a competitive third map, and it shouldn't be as one-sided here for NRG after all.
Yeah, Loud at 33% win rate on this in stage 2, but it's for all the marbles this time around. The winner of this map will qualify for Sao Paulo. So these teams are coming to play.
And my eyes are going to be on the two IGLs. That one guy there you're looking at right now, the young IGL who made that win on map of this possible. And now
don't know how I say that, probably not.
To close it out against the champs of
Josbel, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate that.
He said in the map 1, he knows exactly how Loud is going to play, but just because you know, it doesn't mean that you can win those rounds. We saw it in 2 crucial scenarios in that last map of Abyss, that second half, where it seems like NRG has everything that it takes, and it was the individual individual plays. It was a little bit of a read that was coming through. It was shutting down some of the.
I mean, NRG have a good Lotus.
Between these two is going to be
The chamber Luke show
and if NRG will qualify
gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah, those IGLs have been going toe to toe.
Look how fast he locked it in, man.
From this
Didn't waste any time on
it. To take it to even like that. We're heading into map 3, and the winner will be heading to Brazil for next week's roadshow. Don't go anywhere.
The Luke show? Yeah, it could be. He needs it to be, honestly. It would be fun to watch Loud. Yeah, I agree, man. It would also just mean that Americas gets really exciting. Like, if Loud make top 3, that's insane. Who goes? The champs?
Losing both of the pistols and some insane work on their defense side to deny NRG the chance to directly enter champions and book their ticket towards Sao Paulo for America's playoffs. South America's next generation is no longer waiting for permission to arrive. It's changing the game in real time. Here in map 3, Luxo and Erde are fighting.
It was close enough. I think either of these teams have a legitimate chance at champs. NRG more so than Loud just purely because of the experience diff as well.
Neon, Sato, Spike,
I think NRG got a little Rector Breeze going out.
Are refusing to be left behind, both graduating and that they literally became age eligible to play in the league.
I mean,
but
mate, look at that.
Playing on the Lev Academy together, going through that system. Tikazine comes up through the Crew Academy, and all of those guys born within 370 days of each other. And they are changing the complexion of VCT Americas, changing the complexion of Valorant globally. They are ushering in a new era of South American Valorant that everyone around the world has to contend with. NRG are confronting that head on. They bested Leviathan in that group stage, but an Erde who is determined to eclipse the success of his teammates from that Lev Academy of Neon and
They'd only played it once and it was against EG. Okay.
3, Lotus.
It looks scarier than it is.
An astonishing comeback on Abyss. Find me one person who expected Loud to win that map. You can't do it.
And NRG now are trying to stand and slow down the wheel of time. Otherwise, this next generation threatens to overwhelm them and book their ticket to Sao Paulo. For Loud, it would no longer be somewhere they return to as an organization to rewrite history. It will be where this team, this roster, goes to create it, to write the new chapter themselves. That this is
Alright, chat.
a top-tier map.
NRG on defense. Loud on attack. Winner gets top 3. NRG, that would be champs. Loud, that would be 2 chances to get to champs.
Kiko back to the controller. The Jet experience is over. Loud are making the way in towards this A site. Pure contact.
Kiko going to be dug out of this position, and Luke shows too fast for him, but the trade
A great trade.
is in place. Scuba
A great trade, but they got so much space. NRG really put
taking a duel here.
a lot into guns here, so they don't have that much util for a retake. It's Nate's Boombot Fade Eye.
Around that one way in heaven. What is the approach from NRG going to be? Multiple players stacked up towards stairs. They have paint shells from Mata, the Haunt to work
Hey,
with.
Ade has Omen Flash.
Swing out of that smoke together.
Oh, look at the timing on this Omen Flash, bro. It's so nice.
And so is the threat. Scooby knows he's got no business being here. He tries to fake a double back, but Loud slam the door in his face.
Good start, man.
Hate to deal with the Sheriff at that angle. Davi comes up.
Yeah, it's really hard for them to retake when they buy so heavy with Sheriffs there.
So far, best game of his VCT career so far. He'd been grinding it out in Challengers Tier 2 for years before coming over towards this Loud team.
CGN Esports for a hot minute.
On account of his ex-teammate Bati coaching with Loud, brings him on over. And
Portuguese connection, just like the Spice trade, mate.
He's been a great import player.
Push up here from NRG though on this
Bro, eco on this one, Luke Show.
Luke Show takes a shot and
might get him.
Fall off.
Might farm up here. It's a good TP from him.
Surely the third guy is going to deal
Oh,
with it.
it's nice, mate.
Maybe the fifth guy.
Dude, him getting some confidence is going to be really
this
nice.
Is such a good read
Do
of
they want to
NRG's
just get him the orb as well? Is it still here?
Making any investment in round 2. No armor board up, no half
No,
armor,
it's
no
gone, right?
nonsense. All one shots to the Marshal. Lambs to the slaughter. As Luke Show swings the axe.
Let him
Lotus
hunt.
can become
Be so nice. Getting the bonus round of a chamber.
Kind of map.
Chamber ult.
That's why we thought G2 would be so good
Hey,
on it.
Brock's got to run the absolute gauntlet to try and get towards the spike here.
Blew them to smithereens.
13-1.
Okay, everyone should literally run away and just let Luke Show go for it. Even a death is worth.
So have NRG. The last time they played this map was against EG. They won a 13-1.
Surely they
this
hear
has
him.
always been at the top of NRG's pool.
Oh, it's big, mate. It's big. He's got his ult for this.
The delayed ace from Luke Show. What's on the shirt, bro? Come on. That's crazy work, bro. Why?
He's got his
why
own
was
stream
you
here.
were standing in front of your teammates.
He's got a
You have the
t-shirt
zoom stick,
with his stream on as well.
You have the sniffer.
He's come prepped with a shot.
What a ridiculous shirt. Behave. Oh, okay. Well, he's got a better one this time.
Yeah, by the way, just gets assault now. Bonus round op coming through.
Very cool.
No worries. How aggro? Too Loud want to take it towards
Damn,
C.
bro. Here we go.
Luke Show gets a lot of info
Here we
towards
go.
A and also just jumps up and gets the pick. It feels like it's already beginning to spin out of control.
Loud
He's the guy to
make
do
a
it.
mockery of this game, Wyatt.
Can Brock lock this down? Just a little bit of presence from Loud shown, and immediately Thorns, Molly, NRG are feeling the heat. That util just comes down in an instant. Minute 10 still on the round, and that's enough.
Get him
time to
30.
let
I mean, he's
Luke
on
Show
for it right
work
now.
For another pick.
Strong angle from Brock.
Important line for Brock here. Bam! Okay, gets his first. Has a re-swing at it. Gets more than he bargained for. Now Scuba picks up where he left off. That's a spike
Mate.
drop down in the open, but Luke Show has read it well.
He's
Kevin giving
going
him
crazy.
back-to-back aces
It's
on
round
round
3 and he has 9 kills.
Surely
But what if he did?
Not. Well, it'll be good for the hype package the next time we intro Loud and you're screaming over it.
Just me screeching like a banshee. On a raise. Ode yet to
30 seconds left.
lock anything into the kill column was absolutely phenomenal on Abyss. The engine room, the caller, and setting up with some unreal Omen utility. Luke Show has been permitted to take up there in
Oh my god.
Waterfall. Oh, that's a
Wait,
four.
what was this
No
shot?
way,
And he
but
hit
gets
that
attacked
through the
to
wall.
Masonry on
Oh
King
my
Cole,
god.
it's
It's an
stolen.
insane round, bro.
But
It's an insane round for the bonus.
Still crushing for NRG
Dude,
on
Luke
their
Show
buy.
is solo doing it.
Send
Mate, I
packing
think he
once
hit a
more by this
banger on the
dynamic
raise here
duo
as well.
That is putting South America
Because he might be looking at Waterfall, then the Omen
Somehow
flash comes
the B
in.
storyline of that round kind of overtook the most important storyline, which is NRG losing the
Oh,
anti
mate.
bonus. But
What a shot.
the potential for the back-to-back ace was just too entertaining. So somehow within that, it feels like a bit of a loss.
Yeah.
Ended on a downturn for Loud, but in reality, they are up 3-0. They did just convert the bonus. The last time they played this map,
Oh my
they won
God, he's
13-1.
10 kills in
against
3
G2,
rounds.
And they've already forced Bonkar into the timeout.
Bonkar's first timeout on Abyss was in round 22. Round 22. He very quickly is reaching for the big red button because he feels what we all feel, that this could get ugly real quick.
The momentum is building fast. That was the idea we had in mind coming into this game, that it is this Loud team built
The
on
Solar Vice
momentum
Phone's
right
good
now. This is a
mounds.
very young team.
I
It
would
was
have to look at
only
it again,
into
man. I
stage
didn't
two that they
fully register it.
cut all of the connective tissue from the Loud of the past, completely new roster, highlighted by a Tikazine coming up from the Academy team, a player like Darker, who was obviously there at the start of the year, someone that the LATAM scene has wanted to see in like Crew, for instance, but just in VCT for a long time. It is just a completely new
Citrus, I think,
crop
just because it's
of
better to see
players.
stuff that's going on.
Decent stage, 3-2, blowout game against Furia. Feels like they have all the wind in their sails. After map 1, it's like, well, I guess they ran into the perfect NRG. that despite being in an uncomfortable meta, are 5-0. No one can stop them.
Force him down to an eco. Luke Shaw has an outlaw. Everyone can get one shot.
What it
Here we
seems
go
like
again.
it's inevitable right now.
There's an unease in the room. It's like Loud have approached the throne and kicked off their shoes like they're about to get comfortable. We're waiting to see what NRG's response
Be a good stack from NRG here, 4-passing.
So far it's been getting shot in the face and falling over. There's many more rounds of Valorant to play.
They can
This
cancel.
one, though, is mostly featuring just Sheriffs.
As soon as they see this Omen flash, they
idea.
can cancel.
A bit of contact will result in that molly going down, the paranoia, and Loud could get mulched in this choke. But Erde's got so much ground.
He is stuck up so close, and Marta is not ready for it now. The trap surely is going to be sprung. They're going to rotate into this.
Great fade as well on this one.
Kiko. And Brock tries to interject, but frankly, he is silenced. Objection overturned.
There is just one little gap in the defense to be exposed, and Erde goes.
Yeah, they're so
right
confident.
We have seen on his attack sides that he displays the ability to call the right moments for those extremely high tempo straight up execs, but he also has displayed that he can slow the game down.
No bandits on this one, yeah.
To the lowest of pace.
Staying up for the big game, bro. This is the big game. It
And
flipped.
just have his team contact right through them. It's another instance of that.
You guys are going to be out here waiting for the big game. Lever just going to 2-0.
Loud. NRG onto the full
This is the
bite.
big
Wanna
game.
Fight towards A. Hell, they even have Brock ready there with his setup, but the Odin to spam through the door.
Marta with an op. We're serious about taking contact here. Marta falls back off this now. And there goes Erde. Gutting to have lost your Omen so early in the piece.
Yeah, it's hard
Still
without the
have
smokes,
this
but
fireball, though, to play
does
from
mean
to
that
just get
Luke Show's
around
allowed to just swing everything.
Look at this already. Look how active Luke Show's getting over towards this B side.
Marta's already posted with that op. Ahead of the curve.
See how much damage they can do.
It's that classic util little combo early
Fast.
on. That nets NRG the advantage. Just throwing the paint shell with the Prowler back towards Rubble. Exposes Erde. And it's just so heads up from Modest Cerebral to get back on that angle, expecting that a lurker, Luke Show, he's going to try to make a play elsewhere and just catches him straight away.
Finally, that level of clinicality we've come to expect from NRG. It doesn't get any
It's
cleaner
a
than that.
great answer back.
And that's
Bro,
how
is
you
this a
stop
fidget
runaway
spinner in the
frame rate.
game? The hell's going on?
So, Marta here very important against this contact. Push. Makes a correct rotate early in the round. Perhaps the defense side up might be what they need in terms of stopping power.
Scuba is seriously on point today. There were some people who definitely had questions about his performance earlier in the year around kickoff Santiago time, but NRG
3 ults on this one. The money's good no matter what.
Seriously in form. This is one of the maps that I definitely hold in high regard as to being at the top of his individual pool as well. His defensive Viper play, and then in tandem with Brock's defensive Vice play. Last year, this was just like a guaranteed map when it felt for them. Easy lockdown on defense every single time. For a map that's considered attack-sided.
Luke Show tanked that haunt, allowed himself to be pinged over on the A side. Now Loud have made that pivot. The C side, which we know
Man, they love a
traditionally,
C
Scuba
spam.
and Brock are excellent at shutting down. And guess what? He's got his pet weapon. And preparing
really
for a
wanna
steel guard,
ult?
and this would cut
Oh my
Loud
God.
off very early on. Nice paranoia, catches on the 2, and there's Kiko, takes responsibility. And
Okay,
converts
it's
it into
big for
eliminations.
NRG. They shut down
Now
C
back
early.
over towards Mound.
The Loud are going to try something
scrambling for
different.
answers.
NRG just had such a great understanding as to what was going to happen. Already positioned. That paranoia setup. Scuba still just with the molly into the steel guard, and they know exactly what was headed their way and had the perfect plan cooked up to deny it.
2 rounds
Looks
in
like
a
the
row.
onus is now going to
5
be in Loud's
surviving.
hands.
They're kind of safe. There's just no
3K for
no going
everyone.
back from this.
Forced to save, and the momentum firmly halted by the NRG concrete wall defense that they will so often set up on this C side.
It literally is the immovable object and the unstoppable force on Lotus. But inertia works the same for both.
genuinely one of the last sites you would want to exec on any map against any team. There's NRG on this seaside logo.
It's a shame that Teva didn't go far enough, yeah.
If you're
If
trying to hit
Teva
this
goes
seaside
far
as
enough,
well, while Scuba and Brook are
he maybe
playing
can't
well,
swing on
having
that.
a good day, that ramps up the complexity even further.
Got all the tools online, Operator, Odin, Ultimates.
Round 7.
Dude, give me Luke Show, man. He's swinging out towards A. He's 11 and 2.
Go wide.
Since those first couple of rounds, Luke Show's been a bit quieter. NRG are respecting that op position, but Luke Show is always asking for more.
That is bold. He is just walking out in the open. Of course, does have the teleport, but playing around the drop of the other team's Viper wall is a dangerous game. Starker extends. That is a deep vice trick. Rarely see
Great
that
jump.
used.
And normally that's back over towards lobby.
Not sure about the attack smoke here.
Some time if they need to
Like
re-establish.
the attack smoke makes it look like they want a B split, but they had no pressure over towards B.
Feels like it's going to happen.
They kind of give them a lot of heads up, and this is a big duel. This decides the round, by the way. NRG should be fine. They have to pivot back to A.
That's going to disrupt things heavily. 35 seconds left in the round. It's going to be a pivot back
Leg
towards
shot.
this A side. Marta rips the showstopper. That's not an attractive prospect either. But you're caught between a rocket
I need Loud to be more decisive here. This doesn't really make sense. They're not in a position with 5 here to smoke this. Because you smoke this when you're like creating pressure that you're gonna be splitting over towards B most likely.
When you're on those Loud
They
player point of
had
views,
nothing.
you can
They didn't even have
see
any control of this.
how impossible it is to play against NRG when they had everything operational. No matter where you go, they have adjusted this setup to deal with you. Go into A. Brock is ready there with the Odin. You try to pivot over towards B. Well, Ethan has already taken control of main.
I'll be down for a
Cuts
timeout
off
after
your
that.
one lurk. You want to get in now that there's a crossfire set up from B spawn side and
Looking
B
a little
main.
older today,
Hell
mate,
no,
every
so you go
day.
back to A. They've
Catching
got the
up.
hop, they've got like it's just everywhere. There's nowhere you can go and feel safe. NRG
Yeah, you
are just
definitely
happy
gotta time this
to
one out.
push and pull
The
you
smoke makes
around
no
and
sense,
send
man.
you into stacked sites, or sites with ultimates, a site with an op. It doesn't matter.
They need to
And
be
this
way
is
more
why they're
decisive.
so
He's just
good
smoking for
on
the
the
hell
map.
of it.
We are seeing it activated in these last 3 rounds.
This last map, while also being, of course, the decider between NRG and Loud, answering us questions about succession, about the next generation of America's talent, is also an incredible showcase, potentially, of coaching. Bonkars timeout stops the bleed for NRG, allows them to slow the game down, build a staging ground, and now they're 1 round away. This is Romanelli taking his opportunity to intercede.
The comically
Plants
large
some
red
ideas in
button,
the
yeah, I
heads of
like
Loud.
it.
It was at the end of Abyss.
I like
I
it.
believe when that Loud run started, there was a Romanelli timeout, and there was an adjustment from Loud where they
Watching
were
100
able
Thieves
to
live? Nah,
finally
we'll go to bed.
stop NRG on one of
We'll
those
raid
A
someone for it.
executes for the very first time, where they had just been running the Loud defense over. There was a round on Ascent as well. Right out of the Romanelli timeout, they win the next one. He has been doing a great job today, pointing the team in the right direction. And that's all you have to do when you have the outrageous firepower of Loud. Just
It's the best game in playoffs. That's why it's not going to be the best game in playoffs.
They will
Mate,
shoot. They will not miss. You don't have to
this
worry
right
about
here is
that.
the best game in playoffs.
Speaking of which, Luxo,
And you guys are too
first
busy
cab
thinking
off
about a
the
different
rank this
game.
round. And the only player out on the A side with the op.
And NRG not often concerned with controlling all the way
Unless
towards
NRG
Mount
just
as Luke Show
every
goes
single
down,
round.
because if you go in to see, enjoy Brock and Scuba.
That's worry me a little bit.
That was equal parts breathtaking and deflating, which I suppose aren't antonyms, but
Are you sure you're not just
I feel
saying that
like
because you're
Luke
going to
Show's really
sleep?
overextending on
For
this
sure
A side
saying
to
that because
get
I'm going to be
something going.
sleeping. It should be the best game of the year, potentially.
Loud striking with speed versus the Anaconda of NRG, who are just
But in theory, if they're
suffocating the life out of
both
them.
good,
And in the long
there'll be a
game,
rematch again at one point.
it's the Anaconda that wins.
And I'll be awake for it.
Loud have been able to navigate to the open site. A spike plant, which feels like a rarity as of late. A 5-on-4. They're going to need to
Oh, wait.
forward, take space somewhere.
NRG don't pressure this on retake.
Not into Brook. Hell no. That is not going to happen. They've got no upper presence either. They're caught out on the side. Brook eventually falls, but he has left more than a mark. It is a
I find it odd that Loud.
And Davi, good as he has been lately.
Find it odd that Loud think they need more map control.
Scuba gets the defuse. 4 and 4 after 8. Lotus, much like a
they have the two best. Maybe their plant should be a little better. I guess with the space that they had.
Luxo is way out there.
Just because it's 4v5. Yeah, maybe. I still think they're okay to chill him personally.
The dry peaks from Luxo with the AWP.
You got the two best positions.
Mata is in control of the game.
But how I think with the space that they had, though, I will say planning here is like the one.
Going B seems like a disastrous idea.
They have so much time to go for this plan if they want to. What is this? Molly over towards heaven as well. Double stun. Hey, that's so much insta-util. And they're not even hitting into the site with it, right?
I do succeed at getting some of this util out. Pit going down from Scuba, but
offers
a moment for Tikazine to get forward. Nightfall forces Scuba further away. So the C site is taken,
Mada
the bodies
kind of 3 for 3 at the moment.
It's going to be done for Loud. Mada and Brock in a kill feed. Op and Odin. That has been the story for NRG so far. It is raw stopping power against this reckless pace from Loud. Now they're going to have to try and walk out and get this plant. Mada will be smoked off the line, has to speculate with a shot through that smoke. But there's going to be spam aplenty. Ode now out in the open, getting peeked from everywhere. This is painful. This is so difficult for him. Darker as well, decayed out, hit with the blind. No chance to plant. 44 seconds, so plenty of time.
Yeah, look at their HPs.
Ode
It's
and
done.
Davi decayed down. Dangerous now as eventually that Odin will
There
sting
is
them.
no safe position. It just doesn't exist. Any corner
Nah,
you
Odin
might
at
peek,
Waterfalls
you are
just
about to
looks.
get spammed down by
As long as he knows where to spam, it looks too hard
Double
to deal
swing,
with.
not bad, that's Brock felled. Still 4 to get through
Oh.
though, make that 3. Odin now back up on the site, spike to hand. There's a plant opportunity here as that
Oh,
waterfall
it gives him too much
presence was
space, so it's going to
neutralized.
spam you.
Here comes a Viper's Pit. Darker
Oh.
gets that one down, but
What's
Ode's
Satchel?
denied. He can still plant. That was a satchel now used, but Ode can still plant. There's going to be pressure as Darker will be the one to hold the door against this tide of interlopers.
Damn, they got the plant down
Spike
here.
planted, still within this Viper's Pit. Darker can use his ultimate to great effect here. Up on the box, Ode was at 7 and now he's down. And Darker at 8, surely!
Oh, it's
Reaches for the
unlucky,
sidearm,
mate.
But Kiko
That's a nice
outlasts
try,
him.
man.
And NRG refused to be stopped on this streak of 1 rounds. That is 5 in a row.
Man, I'm impressed that in a
Unlucky,
situation
yeah.
that looked impossible to navigate, that Darker, are they able to put the pieces together to bring it back to a one-on-one? They set up that double peek first to deal with Brock, and then are somehow able to play around the pit on site. They're getting pushed. The satchel stops the plant. So many great micro decisions that allow them to bring it that close.
That was actually live. He's
I mean,
just
that
that
feels
locked
like
in.
evidence that they are still absolutely dialed into the max, but they are running into this NRG brick wall defense, a map where they just excel, where their style of play takes over.
And Luxo's attack side op hasn't been able to get value. Last 2 rounds in a row has been picked off, trying to wide swing, get into aggressive spots. Scuba now going to try and fire ahead of this, but Tikazine slides on in. The stun almost undid Kiko, but he's able to win out in that duel. And here's Ethan to the rescue. Happy to fight
God,
into
they're
this.
just
And now
locking
Kiko
down
with a
C. Guys, you
reposition.
got to try a different site. You're killing me.
Does Loud. The spike now
Zace,
loose
bro.
here on the C
Congrats,
side.
man.
Loud
Big day, bro.
have to salvage a
Hope you didn't
desperate
flame me
round.
crying. Of course
Out of
not,
the
man.
pace, even when
Course
they
not.
decide to throw in the fast round.
I was building it
Good
up,
time
man. I was
for it.
asking for
Brock
your
isn't there with the
I was
vice
asking for
setup.
your reaction in the
Still getting
replay.
shut down. The
I
rotation
wanted
from
to
NRG
see it.
Still come in so quickly.
I knew
Kiko
you'd be
and
like
Ethan
that.
just
3 years,
supporting
mate.
on the site.
3 years, bro. It's insane, man. Congrats. Must feel incredible.
Trigger discipline from Darker. Dangerous game he's playing, but Brock is felled. And now, you're on a clock. This, yep, it's going to have to force a push out from NRG. The
Man,
wide swing is good, though.
Oh, man. If not for that satchel, I feel like Luxo was about to undo them.
30 seconds left.
Darker in a 1vx. We saw him fight 4.
He can cloud the cross.
I didn't even believe it.
Look
Right,
at the clock, though.
I'll be fully
22
honest, mate.
seconds
I
has to
definitely
get
didn't
back
think you were
around the
doing
site
it.
Before this drops. Needs to
I only
find a way to
started
get the
believing
plant down.
Literally last week, that's it.
They're not giving him an inch. 12 seconds now. Forced to rotate backside, taps it, wants to bait someone in, wants to find the first kill, and he does it! He's gonna take the fight! He's gonna go for it!
Mate,
Almost
30
gets
HP.
there.
Mate, these rounds are doable. 1v1s.
4 kills for him, and NRG, since Bonkar's timeout, have posted 6 straight round wins.
A tragedy that Darker loses back-to-back 1v1s. Out of the stage, he was leading the league in 1v1 clutch wins. But he's put in such difficult situations to close them out, already dealing with multiple other players, goes down to the last one. And he just can't close.
Yeah, it's...
You have
They're
to
gonna
have
try
that resilience.
a different site.
To tangle with NRG over a 3-map
gotta try a
series.
different
Just
site.
one win. As exciting, as explosive, as revelatory as it was on Abyss is not enough to down our reigning champions. You have to go all 3 with some of the best players the world has ever seen. And Loud are going to use that second timeout to try.
Teets, hello mate. Did you check out the GE game, Teets?
Scoreboard right now is reminiscent on the Loud side to earlier this year when they were able to compete at their highest level. It was always the duo of Luxo and Darker putting up numbers together. The difference between that Loud team and the Loud team we're seeing now, though, is massive. Can't be understated. The addition
a decent
of
backlog.
Tikazine
Oh, okay.
working for a longer period
Yeah,
of
it's a good
time,
one, man.
bringing
It's
an
been
area
cool.
late in the stage as their IGL. Davi has shown the potential, like in the game yesterday, but you have to look at those 3 guys to
Come
take
on,
it
Loud.
up to the next level.
Get a little
To some extent,
closer.
Man, can't blame Tikazine. This guy has to get in first against this NRG defense. That's a nightmare. Last role I want to play is Neon against NRG on this map.
And there it is again.
Brutal.
Tikazine shut down, caught at the door by Scuba and ejected. Now you've lost that crosshair break potential of the slide.
Lost it, and for what? There's basically no util expended from NRG. Wall still up, thorns are still up, set up across the map. Every defensive tool available. NRG, yeah, let's just shift back into our paranoia main setup. Scuba jiggling with the molly. Brock has everything. Here's the op. Where do you go? Where do you turn?
Darker does not have the
This is
util
looking
to
a
give
little
him an edge in
cooked.
this fight. It's a held angle by an operator player. It's only the wall he can throw up and try and sneak a little closer, but he will have to reckon with the humble giant. There's a B hit on the way. We know how hard it can be to hold this side against the
Got
Odin.
Wall, Thorns 2
Play
here.
ahead of this though now.
Vader's Teva.
Thorns come out. It's going to slow things up. Even a seize. Yes. Odin's able to get into the side now. Ethan has to
it's
fight
good
for his
trades.
life. It ends up being a 2-for-2. Ultimately favoring NRG, but Loud now can win it. It's Marta though, whose patience is that of a donkey with a concrete behind. It's going to be Davi now who has to try and tempt fate around that corner, and Scuba is not interested in your fairy tales.
Loud just trying to locate gaps in the defense where they don't exist. Where can they turn? It's just brutal to lose Tikazine straight away. Whatever plans you had for that attack side, out the window.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. Done. 5 seconds into the round.
Especially if you're hoping to have the pace that gets ahead of this Vice util. It's not going to happen.
Maybe if Darker gets that catch on Mata, maybe, but you are going up against an Opper who in this game is displaying some acute awareness. He only has 6 kills on the board,
Mate,
but you can
when was the
feel
timeout?
impact of his
Yeah?
ult so heavily, and the kills
And they
that
did
he's
the
getting
full
at the
eco.
time he has gotten them have
And they did
always
this.
been high impact. The impact
Match
is
of the year?
so
Yeah, since we
outsized
said
compared
that,
to the
they
actual number on the board.
And that is
haven't actually
2
won a round.
Loud timeouts in the first half of this map that have not been able to generate a positive result. They are out of them. And there's Marta! A 2-for-1 special. And that feels like it shuts the door on Loud and threatens to shut the guillotine on their necks. Tikazine at least is still alive after early doors, which has been a rarity on this map so far. But the climb is steep. The job is tough. But he's got some pace. Can he break this crazy hold? Oh, that is filth. That is absolutely nasty. Mada's going to sit and wait for another one to step up. Ethan finds the fifth.
That
and
really
that's a
nice
flawless round to cap off the half. NRG.
Dude, after the timeout, they won every single Byron.
With their trademark brand of inevitability with an insane 8-round streak.
One timeout call from Bonkar, and he got to kick his feet back and relax.
Up front B, he'll walk right into my crosshair there.
Correct.
Well.
And he just knew. Mada op took over so many rounds.
What was I going to say? Can't even remember.
Viper
I think Mada Impact is what I was going to say.
So effective at locking down the sights.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be gutting.
Dig deep
the whole half
Abyss.
just slipped
It feels
away.
like they need to dig even deeper to come back.
Is it
on
doable?
Lotus,
It's doable, but
that has always been at the top of NRG's
they have
pool, and they
no
are
momentum
playing
right
like
now.
they are hungry to make it to Sao Paulo and champions.
Let's head to a break. 8-4. NRG lead on Lotus by 4 rounds to move to the attack side. Do not go anywhere.
Four nodes, 4-8. Yeah. They kind of need another pistol.
Playoff heat, and I have a question. Who is going to win today, NRG or Loud?
I think it's NRG. Yeah. NRG, bro. NRG's been doing it longest, the better, bro.
Has to be NRG, dude. Mada's too good. Okay.
NRG, of course. Mada is the best duelist.
A lot of Mada fans. Mada's been a demon. He just took over this half though. As soon as he got that op, they actually just didn't lose a round. The op and the Odin. Felt like they knew what they're doing. I mean, they would just see spamming and then trying to hope that Luke Show gets picks. Did feel like Mada was Palmer in the right position though.
A spot at our Americas finals in Sao Paulo, but an immediate entrance into champions. A win here qualifies them for the biggest event of the year. A chance to renew their claim at a championship.
Loud made us all believers on Abyss. They ran it back at the end of that game, proved that they have resilience, that they have heart, and that they have what it takes to beat the world champions on their own map pick. But on a third map of Lotus, top of NRG's pool, can they repeat it?
Oh, Brock with
my
the Sheriff.
God.
It's always Brock with the Sheriff. Easiest game of Clue I've ever played. Crossing there though is Brock, caught out by this headhunter.
Yeah,
Luke
4
Show's
more
been
birds.
stunning with it.
Just go to the flank and he's getting pushed.
Just not a timing he was ready for. He has no information about that A-side presence, and NRG are off to the races.
Darker has had the clutch attempts. He's come up so close multiple times, down to 1v1s, but he couldn't close it out. Must win round for Loud. 1 versus 2. Both of NRG relegated back towards tree, double posted up.
How does he beat a double
I
face?
mean, the Molly might be the one.
This would have to be some insane aim transfer.
Doesn't go deep enough.
Concerned about so many potential locations on site. Of course, it's a possibility that they're just crossfire.
That was good to clear the hill though.
Clear that.
He knows the double
where they are
tree.
now. Time ticking.
A tap. Maybe if there's bad spacing for NRG, he can punish
Problem is
it.
he's like,
Inches up, and there's Ethan.
see how like he's peeking
second
here
pistol
against the
round
wall
of Lotus,
like this.
Won by NRG.
Like how he's peeking there doesn't make sense. He
4
should be
rounds away
get
from the
closer, swing out like this. Look his
This
micro,
exchange
his
early
micro's
on
so
that
off
defines
here.
the round. Brock with the Sheriff. One of the best pistol round players in the world comes
Like
up
the way that
for
he's
NRG.
jiggling is like
So
he's
close
going
to
forwards
closing
with
out
W
this
key.
game now. Loud force
Most of you in
onto
chat
the
would hit that
ego.
shot.
Surely NRG go up to 10, right? And then from there, it would require an all-time comeback from Loud.
I tell a lie, obviously that was Loud who win the first half pistol, but can't convert it into anything more than that first 4 rounds. Instead, it's been all NRG.
Loud are always ready with a stack of players like this, but they just don't pick the right location.
How much
this
space
time.
are they gonna get here?
Tough to gamble that correctly, and now we are going around the world. This will virtually flip the map on Loud and make them feel and look
You're overestimating us. Nah, dude, I'm telling you, it's a
NRG
W.
can't wait to pinch
The W
anchors
swing,
who are entrenched on the C
and not
side.
the good W.
Except, do they know?
There are no anchors. We are playing.
Dude, someone's about to get
and now
a jump scare.
Someone might collect
surely not.
a bountiful
He's seen them.
harvest.
He's seen them. Yep. Oh, he's seen them all. It's a disaster.
Dude, I feel like they all got a jump scare.
Rueful and shell shocked. Luxo is greeted with a cacophony on the kill feed. And all there is to do is go to face the music and likely meet his Valorant maker.
On round 3, we were expecting to get back-to-back Luxo aces. Since then, he hasn't been able to make a serious mark on the game.
He has just the right amount of bullets for it, Wyatt. Time, obviously, is an issue, and Luxo has to diligently clear these angles if the defenders are distributed rather than the attackers.
This one, it feels like they just
NRG are gonna
know
group up
exactly
on
what to do.
greet
Every
him with
single
the
round.
firing squad.
And we said it towards
They're
the
all
top
over
of
them.
Ascent getting into this game that Luxo in this second
Reads
stage,
on
he
reads.
is absolutely making a case as being the best Americas player of stage 2. He is up there with the likes of Sato, Neon, Asuna, and the Phoenix run that he's having right now. Luxo is in that conversation, but it is going to be determined by what Loud can accomplish in the playoffs.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Ridiculous little round, but this is where you need Luxo to get into absolute elite form.
God damn it, Adam. All good, all good. Let's get, guys, suffocate
Everyone
this
get
guy.
out, everyone get out.
Round 15 is a
Friends
dire
team.
picture for Loud. Looking to try and fight more aggressively on this A side of the map, though. Kiko with a paranoia ready to go. Doesn't hit anyone as far as I can tell. All of Loud are grouped up here.
FaZe
They're in
is
the
so
right place.
fast.
Now can they stick to the landing?
FaZe, their big buy round, don't just run at them solo. Crush all their dreams. Oh my god, he's crushing all their dreams.
Getting a taste of his own medicine now, isn't he? That paranoia is bang on, and Darker and Luxo with these rifles have to do something special.
Oh, the spam is good, at least for the one. Darker is so ready for this swing from Brock as a beat on him.
Sees him, sees him!
Can't connect. 1 versus 3 for
That's
Luxo.
Why is it always me?
We're back.
That's the question.
Back to the pistol round.
So
man.
many rounds
Just
in a row.
Multiple players stacked up in tree, has to clear drop.
Teleport's ready.
It's always you, because you're the only one who can, mate. 2 in tree, footsteps heard. Scuba confirms Luxo's position with that shoulder peek, and now we are simply playing the waiting game. Luxo, though, not interested. Mows down Kiko. Gonna be here. Brock trying to go for the spam, and he gets him. Another heartbreaker for Loud, who still can't get off those 4 rounds at the start of the map. I'm saying it again, there is levels to this. They might have turned G2 inside out on this map, made them look like a pinata. But this is NRG. This is
11
World
in a row,
Championship
yeah.
caliber renewed with Kiko joining the ranks. They're reaching higher this year.
If they had one fast pistol, maybe.
Translation?
Maybe a 13-0.
You got that one?
No, you.
Dude, Luxo gave me so much hope in the first 3 rounds.
Loud
Leave it up to
forced into
imagination.
this.
Ever since you said it was the match, I said it was the match of the year. I'm pretty
Luxo's
sure.
Caught straight away. He wants to be the playmaker, but he's just shut down.
Doing the most. Nice
And
there
then they
from
lost
Dark. As you
every
can see, also
single
gonna find
round.
something on the wrap through from the C side. Loud are going to be ahead of the curve when it comes to getting to A. In a
Just
3
though,
versus
yeah,
3,
man.
best
What
chance
can
of
I
they've
do?
had in quite a number of rounds.
And I'm going to bed, which means that the next
Been
game's going to be
scrappy, but
incredible.
That's how they're going to win. That's how they're going to come back.
But honestly, I hope for you guys that it is.
It's the 3 newest players to Loud.
You
The players
covered
that
yourself by
transformed
saying
this
unless
team is taking
NRG
them
wins
to
every
that
round
next
in a
level,
row.
and now they have to keep them in
That's
the
true.
game in this 3 versus 3.
Wait, that is
Nightfall
true.
connection might be too much to overcome. The clock is draining low.
I mean, actually TP that.
And they haven't even made inroads onto the site.
Harvey just caught on his own. Ticketine was decayed down, but he's ready to fight again. There's Kiko stopping power. And it's Scuba, the clutch master. 82%
Very nice.
KAST. Gets a bump. And NRG are 1 map away from Sao Paulo.
Envy just banned me for mentioning going to watch a Sliggy stream. Yeah, he's too bitter, man. He's too worried the Liquid are going to lose to FUT. He can't handle it.
Bonus round conversion, and since then it has just
Wait,
been all NRG.
what did I just say?
12
The FUT's going to lose to Liquid.
row. World champion.
Bro, we really need to. You guys want me to stay up, and I'm saying crap like that. Dude, I needed to sleep like an hour ago.
And the pedigree. Now, it's a matter of finding the place to land this plane. Is it on round 17? Still guarding for Brook. Luke Shaw with that tour de force being reached for. The final gambit for Loud. Rests on their star player, and he delivers an important opener.
I would love to get close to that orb. It's baiting out some aggression from Loud. Aggression unpunished. Darby tucks back behind the wall, gets into sight.
I'm gonna gift it, bro. I'm not doing it.
Being down to 16 HP.
I'm not even saying a number.
To win a round on this defense. Man advantage, health advantage.
The weaponry leaves a little to be desired. You can see Marta thinking about the future there as he gets that orb secured and satchels away, takes a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are saying outrageous numbers, obviously, for that, but
don't sell fakes with the
no one's going to do that, so it's pointless. And I don't want anyone to do that.
Honestly, uncharacteristically wayward on
So
that
I'm going
shot.
bed.
Can't make up for it after now. The opening is there. NRG trot into the seaside.
Oh, look at the mini-map, though.
That has given the showstopper to Marta.
Close some time.
Forward. There's no way he should be allowed to get that.
And they just got over towards C, and they're like, hold up. Dude, do we even have time for this? Mate, you don't have time to get the gun out. Oh my god, you got time for util and everything? Okay. He's showing off at the end here.
No, that's dirty. And so we're in a post plant. All of Loud grouped up, back to back. Putting their faith in one another, but the Steel Garden is going to strip their weaponry. Or threaten to do so. Tigazine gets on out, but this
Dude,
space
look at this lag, man. We got
Scuba.
layers. We got layers on layers.
Fast push now, Overdrive active, and there's Brook falling. Scuba, though, is the wild card here. Darker going to check for it, and he had his weapon out.
Oh, sorry.
Scuba's going to be given a stay of execution, a chance to fight. It's on Ethan. Fearless leader can't get onto the spike. And Loud.
They're on the board.
Find themselves
12 round Slayer.
Relief of finally.
It's all good. All you got to do that is seven more times.
But NRG still have 7 rounds, 7 chances to close this game out.
The plant? That's true, man. If he doesn't get his gun out, he doesn't use the util, gets a better plant, he might win that.
Of their run to the 2025 champions win. I don't think it's likely that they're going to allow anyone do that to them. Not in this form, not the way that they're playing.
It's unacceptable, actually. But for Bonkar, he's had enough here.
Bonkar's last time out started a 12-round winning streak for NRG. That has only just now been snapped.
He's called a timeout at 12-5. They lost 1 out of 13 rounds, and that is
without any further bloodshed,
unacceptable.
As comfortable a finish to the series as possible. Do not give Loud an opening. Do not give them a chance to build momentum. Do not give them any hope.
Bonkar wants to close it out now, get his team to Sao Paulo, get them that guaranteed spot at Champions, opportunity to run it back for another global trophy. It's right there. It is right in front of them. On the opposing side, you're looking at Loud, a young team in a position they've never found themselves in before. The deepest VCT playoffs run for any of them. Even for Luke Show, this is his 3rd playoffs match ever in VCT, which feels crazy to think about. But that is where they find themselves.
Just don't use the ults,
unless
it gets close.
Teams to ever play the
Wait,
game.
actual C hit right now could go pretty heavy. Wait, it says potential. Luke Show's going to sit on site, right?
There'll be a bird on the
Got his TP to get out of there, but...
Here's Luke Show aware, though there's a TP over to the side. He's having to get out. Bart, can he fight his way from that
mate.
position? No, Bart overwhelmed.
Dude, did you see Mad is pathing on this one? he knew exactly what was going on, by the way.
So quick to collapse onto Lucio. He's not been able to get more than just the one in the last couple rounds. Scuba for the fight gets the dink, but it's not enough. The connection with a util.
Holy, okay, Bonkar's the best in the world, man. Bonkar's the best in the world. I've seen enough.
19 days.
Bonkar is
playoff series and
insane.
Not a single sign that NRG have forgotten how to win. Loud arrived fearless.
Dude, they forced him to TP and Mada insta-rounded him.
Booking their ticket to Sao Paulo and
That's crazy, bro. He called that one for sure.
creating a spot for themselves at champions.
Big for them. Champs, confirmed. Loud's good at do it the hard way.
Series. The comeback on Abyss, putting NRG's backs against the wall, but when it comes to Lotus, a map that they have thrived on since this roster's inception, Loud just did not have it in them to overcome NRG today. We respect
Loud?
them
I mean, they
for
got
that
a
performance.
They got a game. They got Abyss,
in that fashion,
and they lost double pistol. Like that's pretty good.
that Loud are a serious threat, but further than that, it is
Okay, chat. We'll stick around for the interview. Who'd you guys chat? Big game. Who do you guys want to watch for it? Lev 100 Thieves. That's a really big game. Zix, yeah, Zix will be locked in, man. I think that's a good Zix game.
Sao Paulo and champs.
We're here in the Heralds, calling for a new era of Valorant, driven by this South American talent, but NRG have said not today. The final boss has its final form drawn
Zix for
out
the
in
Hate
this
Watch, mate.
three-map series.
The
But when
org.
push comes to shove,
He's on the
NRG
org.
look imperious, impassive.
Can't really hate
Showed
watch
us
the
that
team
there's a
that pays
gulf
you.
that Loud are yet to cross. They wanted to find their ceiling, but now they found it.
There is a chance that in this upper final we could have seen Erde IGLing against his Lev Academy rivals, his ex-teammates, but they just couldn't get there. They arrived at the finish line, but NRG just one level above.
Ask Inspire. It's a little different if you've been like kicked and you're still on the bench.
Want to be able to have the privilege of playing in front of that
Definitely a
home
little
crowd
different for that.
and still create the legacy of this new Loud team.
Sure, Des.
You
Sounds good.
see that they
You gotta
have
remind me
the
though, Des.
makings of something great. They were so close, but in an instance like this, in a match like this against an IGL like
Brilliant,
this,
thank you for that.
lacking the experience.
Bedtime
experience
alarm.
that NRG just haven't spaced.
It's an important reminder of what it takes to become champions. That composure, that resilience, that ability to have your coach just call in a timeout like that and turn the game around. Incredible stuff. Let's head over to Riv on the stage for our Verizon
Let me get stats
post-match
while you guys
interview
are
with Mata.
listening to the interview.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for NRG. They locked in Sao Paulo, and as you can see behind us, qualified for Shanghai.
Crazy.
It is crazy. You guys have done it so quick. How does it feel that the hard work paid off, knowing you're just looking at internationals piling up in front of you now?
It's an amazing feeling. We work so hard. I don't think you guys actually understand behind the scenes how much we do and how much people sacrifice. So it's good to see it all pay off.
Absolutely, and paying off too. Take me back to round 3, where the timeout came in round 5. You guys went for a streak. What was even said during that timeout by Bonkar?
We just said like Luxo's like 20-1. Let's pause. Let's let him cool off a little bit, and then let's just play. Like nothing's really going our way. We're unlucky, and let's just play.
All right, and got lucky
Second
at the
timeout,
end,
maybe?
got that win, and honestly, it came down to perseverance and knowing what the team wanted. So let's talk about the Phoenix. You're now on that Phoenix. What is that giving you the most agency? Do you feel like that's the most comfortable right now?
I mean, I'm trying to be like the Swiss Army knife for us. Whatever we need in our comps, I'm like pretty malleable. Like I can play whatever, and I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to do what I can.
Mata, what was that process? Because we saw Phoenix go against so many players on the team and then fall into your hands. What was kind of that back and forth for NRG?
A lot of things behind the scenes that I don't want to share, and
okay.
just keep it between the team. And yeah, now I'm on Phoenix.
All right, what's the outlook now? What's the focus? You just prep for Sao Paulo and get ready for champs?
I mean, calm. We're going to Shanghai. Like, come on, that's sick.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Let's hear it once again from Mata for NRG as they lock it down once again, and they could go for that trophy once more. Thank you so much for the interview, my man. Congratulations on the win. We got another match to go through today. 100 Thieves versus Leviathan. You got something to say?
Okay, chat. Big game. We go get some sleep. What's the game that I'm watching tomorrow? That's Paper X, right? Tomorrow. Oh, Viral Paper X. Okay, chat. If you're up in 8 hours, Viral Paper X, elimination game, and then Gen G T1. Dude, so many good games right now. Big game, big game. And then we got Liquid against Foot will be after that best of 5. I think there's a show match, so I probably skipped the show match for Emi. All right, enjoy the game, guys. I hope it's good. Hope it's a banger. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. YouTube chat, kick chat. Peace, everyone. See you in a little bit.